The gentle sway of the vessel continues, a soft, cradling motion that carries you from the wide ocean vista deeper into the quiet luxury of your suite. You feel the cool, crisp linen shift beneath your palms as you gently push yourself upright, the subtle friction a quiet awakening against your skin. The mattress yields with a soft sigh, engineered for both support and profound rest, a bespoke comfort that whispers of precision design. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a deliberate contrast to the warmth of the cashmere throw you had just shed. Each step is softened by the invisible resilience beneath the rich wood, designed to absorb the slight vibrations of the ship. The morning light, now a brighter, softer gold, filters through the sheer linen drapes, painting long, shifting rectangles across the floorboards, highlighting the deep, consistent grain of the timber. You pause for a moment, letting the coolness ground you. The faint, rhythmic hum of the ship's sophisticated systems, a low, steady thrum beneath your soles, a constant, reassuring presence. You move towards the small, integrated refreshment station, a sleek console of brushed stainless steel and dark, veined marble. Your fingers trace the cool, smooth surface of the stone, noting the almost imperceptible coolness it holds, even in the warmth of the cabin. The soft click of the recessed handle as you pull open a compartment reveals a selection of fine ceramic mugs, neatly arranged on a thin, non-slip mat. You select one, its weight perfectly balanced in your hand, the glazed finish cool and smooth against your fingertips. A silent, compact espresso machine sits ready, its indicator light, glowing a soft, inviting white. You press the single button, and a low, precise whirring begins, a gentle mechanical hum that builds and then settles into a steady, soft hiss. The rich, dark aroma of freshly ground coffee begins to unfurl, a comforting scent that slowly fills the air, mingling with the subtle, clean scent of the ocean air filtering in from the ventilation. You watch the dark, viscous liquid swirl into the waiting mug, forming a delicate crema on its surface, a miniature, ephemeral landscape in the porcelain. Carrying the warm mug, you drift towards the small reading nook, a deeply cushioned armchair upholstered in a fine, textured linen, positioned beside a tall, narrow window. You settle into its embrace, the fabric yielding softly, supporting your back and arms with a quiet, firm comfort. The mug warms your hands, the ceramic a pleasant conduit for the heat. Through the window, the vast, unbroken expanse of the Pacific continues its slow, majestic unfolding, the horizon a clean, sharp line against the pale morning sky. You take a slow, deliberate sip of the coffee, its subtle bitterness, a gentle awakening on your tongue, a quiet moment of pure, unhurried presence. The ship continues its gentle journey, carrying you forward. The lingering warmth of the ceramic mug remains a gentle anchor in your hands, even as the desire to step into the full embrace of the morning grows within you. You carefully place the mug onto the polished obsidian coaster beside you, the softest click of porcelain on felt barely audible in the quiet suite. The subtle weight of the mug leaves a faint, pleasant indentation on your palm. Rising from the deep linen armchair, its cushions softly reshaping themselves, your bare feet once again meet the cool, smooth surface of the teak floorboards, each plank meticulously fitted. You move with an unhurried grace towards the expansive glass panel that serves as the entrance to your private deck. The brushed chrome handle, cool and smooth to the touch, offers no resistance as your fingers curl around its elegant curve. With a gentle, almost imperceptible push, the heavy glass glides open, revealing the unfiltered air of the Galapagos. A soft, clean breeze immediately brushes against your skin, carrying the crisp, saline scent of the open ocean, now subtly mingled with a faint, earthy minerality. The subtle whoosh of the air current entering the cabin is quickly replaced by the wider, more encompassing sound of the sea, a rhythmic breathing against the hull. Stepping onto the private deck, the air is noticeably fresher, cooler than the conditioned comfort of the suite. The deck itself is crafted from a lighter, weather-resistant composite, its surface subtly textured, providing a secure, comfortable footing. Your gaze sweeps across the immediate vista, and there, beyond the elegant glass railing, unfolds a landscape unlike any other. The volcanic shores of an island emerge from the azure expanse, a dramatic tapestry of dark, ancient rock, some parts appearing almost black, others a deep, rust red, where iron-rich minerals have oxidized over millennia. The light of the morning sun catches on the jagged edges, creating sharp contrasts and throwing long, soft shadows across the undulating terrain. You retrieve your coffee mug, its warmth still comforting, and carry it to one of the low-slung lounge chairs, fashioned from a dark, woven resin and cushioned with thick, marine-grade canvas in a muted charcoal. The fabric is firm yet yielding as you settle into its generous proportions, the gentle give allowing your body to find its most comfortable position. A soft, almost imperceptible sigh escapes the cushion as you nestle deeper. You arrange your hands around the warm mug, feeling the texture of the ceramic against your fingertips, and lift it slowly to your lips. The coffee, still perfectly warm, offers its complex notes, a comforting, familiar flavor amidst this extraordinary new world. You take a slow, deliberate sip, allowing the warmth to spread. Your eyes wander over the volcanic landscape, tracing the intricate patterns etched into the rock by ancient flows. Small, hardy patches of green, resilient and tenacious, cling to pockets of soil, a testament to life's persistent spirit against the stark, primordial backdrop. The distant call of a seabird drifts on the breeze, a single, clear note carried across the water, joining the soft, persistent murmur of the waves lapping against the dark, unyielding shore. The ship maintains its steady, almost imperceptible forward motion, a gentle, continuous cradle within this vast, unfolding panorama. The last sip of coffee, now cooled to a pleasant lukewarm, leaves a subtle, earthy aftertaste on your tongue as you set the ceramic mug back onto its obsidian coaster. The gentle click is a quiet punctuation to the morning's contemplation. You rise from the deep lounge chair on your private deck, the marine-grade canvas sighing softly as your weight lifts, and turn from the dramatic volcanic shores, stepping back into the climate-controlled serenity of your suite. The expansive glass door glides shut with a silent, engineered precision, sealing away the direct sea breeze while retaining the distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean against the hull. Your bare feet meet the cool, polished teak floor again, a familiar, grounding sensation after the sun-warmed texture of the deck. The subtle hum of the ship's sophisticated systems, a constant low thrum, continues its reassuring presence beneath your soles. You move with an unhurried grace across the suite, the morning light, now a brighter, diffused gold, casting long, soft lines across the rich wood. The air inside is clean, faintly scented with a refined, subtle cedar, a deliberate contrast to the saline tang of the sea. You make your way towards the integrated dressing area, a space of understated elegance. With a soft, almost imperceptible touch, your fingers locate the recessed handle of a tall wardrobe panel, crafted from the same dark, veined marble that adorned the refreshment station. The panel glides open with a whisper of precision engineering, revealing a meticulously organized interior. Garments, carefully curated for the expedition, hang suspended on custom wooden hangers, each piece perfectly spaced. The soft, diffuse light from within the wardrobe illuminates the subtle textures and muted colors of the fabrics. Your hand drifts across a selection of lightweight fabrics, feeling the smooth, cool drape of fine cottons and the crisp, dry hand of pure linens. You consider the gentle warmth of the sun that now bathes the volcanic landscape, and the soft, consistent breeze that sweeps across the deck. Your fingers settle on a particular linen shirt, its weave visibly open, promising exceptional breathability. The fabric feels cool and slightly stiff initially, then softens subtly beneath your touch, a testament to its quality. You note its subtle, almost imperceptible natural scent, a clean, sun-dried aroma that speaks of fresh air and natural fibers. You carefully lift the chosen shirt from its hanger, the fabric rustling with a dry, quiet whisper as it comes free. It drapes effortlessly over your arm, its inherent lightness, a soothing promise of comfort for the day's gentle exploration. You smooth a faint crease with your thumb, feeling the resilient strength of the individual threads, a small, satisfying micro-action. The ship continues its slow, steady journey, a gentle, continuous cradle as you hold the chosen linen, ready for the unfolding hours. The cool, crisp linen now drapes effortlessly against your skin, a light, breathable layer perfectly suited for the unfolding day as you gently close the wardrobe panel, its dark marble surface returning to seamless integration with the wall. The subtle hum of the ship guides your movements from the quiet sanctuary of your suite through a softly lit corridor towards the forward observation lounge. Your freshly attired feet find the plush, silent carpet of the passageway, each step cushioned and hushed, a deliberate design choice that enhances the sense of serene privacy. The corridor itself is a study in muted tones and carefully placed light, indirect illumination spilling from concealed fixtures, highlighting the subtle grain of the pale oak wall panels. Your hand brushes lightly against the smooth, cool surface of a brushed brass handrail that runs along one side, a reassuring presence against the ship's gentle, continuous sway. The air here is still and perfectly conditioned, carrying only the faintest trace of the refined cedar scent from your suite, now subtly mingling with a clean, almost imperceptible air of polished metals and fine textiles. You move with an unhurried rhythm, allowing the quiet passage to prepare you for the broader vista ahead. As you approach the entrance to the observation lounge, the light begins to subtly change, growing brighter, more expansive, drawing you forward. The soundscape shifts too, the contained quiet of the corridor giving way to a more open, yet still hushed, ambient space. You step through a wide, arching doorway, and the room unfurls before you, bathed in the soft, diffused glow of the morning sun. The lounge is an expansive, elegant space, designed for unobstructed viewing, its forward wall entirely composed of floor-to-ceiling glass, offering an uninterrupted panorama of the ocean and the distant, rugged shores. You gravitate towards a deep, generously proportioned armchair, upholstered in a soft, fine-grained leather in a muted, sea-foam green. The leather feels cool and supple beneath your fingertips as you settle, the cushions yielding with a luxurious, silent sigh, cradling your form. The chair is positioned perfectly, angled to offer both comfort and an optimal view without strain. A small, polished, dark wood side table with a barely perceptible lip to prevent slippage sits within easy reach. You rest your hands lightly on the smooth, cool leather of the armrests, allowing your posture to relax fully into the embrace of the chair. Your gaze extends outward, beyond the pristine clarity of the glass, to the immense expanse of the Pacific. The surface of the water, a deeper, more profound blue than seen from your deck, is now a vast, undulating canvas. And there, in the far distance, almost at the hazy horizon line, you begin to discern the subtle, effortless movements of seabirds. They are mere specks against the immensity of the sky and sea. Tiny, dark silhouettes performing a slow, graceful ballet. They glide and dip, riding the unseen currents of air with an ancient, inherent wisdom, their wings catching the distant light in brief, fleeting flashes. You watch their silent, distant dance, their movements a soft, hypnotic rhythm against the backdrop of the endless ocean. The ship continues its gentle, forward motion, a steady, rhythmic pulse beneath you, as the seabirds continue their quiet, distant flight. The soft, supple leather of the armchair in the observation lounge yields subtly as you gently push yourself upright, the quiet sigh of the cushion a final comfort before you transition. The distant, graceful dance of the seabirds continues beyond the pristine glass, but a gentle, almost imperceptible shift in the ship's rhythm now suggests a change of pace, an invitation to a more intimate setting. Your feet find the plush, silent carpet, each step muted and absorbed as you begin your unhurried journey from the panoramic views towards the ship's private salon, where the promise of a bespoke breakfast awaits. The corridor to the salon is a study in hushed elegance, its walls paneled in a rich, dark walnut that absorbs light and sound, creating a cocoon of tranquility. The carpet beneath your feet is thick, a deep charcoal weave that ensures absolute silence, muffling even the faintest whisper of movement. As you walk, a subtle, almost imperceptible fragrance of polished wood and fine leather fills the air, a sophisticated blend that speaks of enduring quality. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay in the wall, a precise detail that guides your path. The ambient lighting here is softer, warmer than the lounge, casting a gentle, welcoming glow that invites a slower, more introspective pace. You arrive at the entrance to the private salon, a wide, arching doorway that opens into a space bathed in the soft, diffused morning light, filtering through subtly textured, cream-colored drapes. The air within is still, carrying the faint, clean scent of freshly pressed linen and a hint of warm, artisanal bread. In the center of the room, a circular table, fashioned from a single slab of deeply veined, polished marble, stands prepared for your arrival. The surface reflects the soft light, gleaming with an understated brilliance. Your eyes trace the meticulous arrangement on the table, a crisp, white linen tablecloth, impeccably pressed, its soft folds falling with elegant precision. Upon it, fine porcelain plates, their edges adorned with a delicate hand-painted silver rim, are perfectly centered. Beside each plate, polished silver cutlery gleams, catching the light, arranged with absolute symmetry. A tall, slender crystal water glass stands ready, its surface catching and refracting the light, promising cool refreshment. You approach the table, and a server, moving with an almost liquid grace, quietly steps forward. Their presence is unobtrusive, a soft rustle of their impeccably tailored uniform the only sound. With a gentle, deferential nod, they gesture towards your seat. You settle into the plush velvet chair, its deep forest green fabric offering a soft, enveloping embrace. The cushions yield with a quiet, luxurious sigh, perfectly molding to your form, supporting you with a firm yet gentle pressure. Your hands rest on the cool, smooth marble tabletop, feeling its substantial weight and inherent coolness. The server then quietly places a small, warmed silver cloche before you, the metal still holding the gentle heat of the kitchen. A faint, enticing aroma of warm, buttery pastry escapes from beneath its edge. You pause, allowing the quiet anticipation to build. The subtle clang of cutlery from a distant galley, a barely audible counterpoint to the gentle sway of the ship. A soft, rhythmic lull. The final, delicate notes of your bespoke breakfast linger on your palate as the attentive server, with an almost imperceptible movement, quietly lifts the warmed silver cloche. The soft clink of metal against porcelain is barely audible as they smoothly remove the last remnants of your meal, leaving the polished marble table pristine once more. You feel the plush velvet of the chair gently release its hold as you rise, the deep green fabric resettling with a hushed sigh. The gentle sway of the ship, a constant, comforting rhythm, carries you from the quiet elegance of the private salon. Your feet find the familiar deep pile of the carpet in the corridor, each step absorbed into its soft, silent weave. The rich, dark walnut paneling of the walls seems to deepen the sense of tranquil privacy, absorbing any stray sounds, creating a cocoon of hushed movement. As you walk, your fingers lightly trace the cool, smooth surface of the brass inlay, its polished sheen catching the soft, ambient light. The air remains clean, subtly imbued with the lingering scent of fine wood and the faintest echo of warm, artisanal bread from breakfast, a gentle transition that prepares your senses. You return to the serene sanctuary of your suite, the expansive space welcoming you back with its familiar comfort. You move directly towards the dedicated desk area, a precise and functional space designed for quiet contemplation. The desk itself is a substantial piece, crafted from a single, continuous slab of dark, polished ebony, its surface gleaming with a deep, almost liquid luster. The fine grain of the wood is visible beneath the high polish, a subtle texture that invites the eye to linger. Upon the desk, arranged with quiet precision, lies the day's bespoke itinerary. It rests on a heavy, cream-colored cardstock, its edges crisp and perfectly cut. Your fingers gently brush against the paper, noting its substantial weight and the subtle, almost imperceptible texture of the fine fibers. The itinerary details are printed in a deep, understated charcoal ink, the letters clean and elegant, easy to read. Beside it, a slender, polished silver pen rests, its cool metal glinting softly in the diffused morning light, perfectly balanced and waiting. You settle in the accompanying desk chair, its ergonomic design cradling your form with quiet support, the leather upholstery soft and yielding. Your hands naturally reach for the itinerary, lifting the thick cardstock, feeling its cool, smooth surface. You trace a finger along the carefully laid-out schedule, noting the gentle curve of the letters, the precise spacing of each activity. The subtle rustle of the paper is the only sound, a soft, dry whisper in the quiet suite. The ship continues its smooth, rhythmic journey, a constant, gentle hum beneath the polished ebony, as you absorb the quiet promise of the day ahead, the words, a silent invitation, The smooth, cool surface of the ebony desk beneath your fingertips releases the last lingering warmth from your touch as you gently set the day's itinerary back into its place. The soft reed of the thick cardstock against the polished wood is a quiet signal of transition, a subtle punctuation mark to the morning's planning. A sense of gentle anticipation, light and unhurried, now guides you from the tranquil stillness of your suite, away from the quiet hum of its internal systems, towards the promise of the open air and the vastness of the ocean. You move from the suite, the familiar deep pile of the corridor carpet cushioning each step, absorbing any sound. The rich walnut panels of the walls now seem to glow with a deeper warmth, as the morning light, though indirect, has brightened subtly, hinting at the sun's full ascent. Your hand brushes lightly along the cool, smooth brass handrail, a silent guide as you navigate the gentle, almost imperceptible incline that leads to the upper decks. The air here, while still conditioned, carries a faint, fresh undertone, a subtle precursor to the invigorating sea breeze. A soft, almost silent, whoosh accompanies the opening of a wide, precisely engineered door, revealing a flood of brighter, unfiltered light. You step onto the private sun deck, and the sensations are immediate and profound. The warm sun bathes your skin, a comforting, expansive heat that penetrates gently, inviting relaxation. Simultaneously, a soft, consistent breeze, carrying the unmistakable clean scent of pure ocean air, brushes against your face and arms, offering a cool, refreshing counterpoint to the sun's embrace. The air is clear, vibrant, carrying the distant, muted murmur of the waves. The deck beneath your feet is a smooth, light-colored teak, its surface subtly warm from the sun, a pleasant, natural texture. You walk towards one of the waiting chaise lounges, crafted from a bespoke, woven synthetic rattan in a soft, natural tone, topped with thick, plush cushions covered in a durable, sun-resistant fabric. You settle into the generous proportions of the lounge, the cushions yielding slowly, molding to your form with a quiet, satisfying sigh. The soft fabric against your linen attire is cool and smooth, offering an immediate sense of ease. You close your eyes for a moment, simply allowing the dual sensations of warmth and coolness to wash over you. The sun's heat spreads across your eyelids, a gentle pressure that encourages a deepening sense of calm. The cool breeze continues its soft caress, a rhythmic whisper against your skin, carrying with it the faint, clean taste of salt. The distant, rhythmic sound of the waves, a consistent, hypnotic breath of the ocean, becomes the backdrop to your thoughts. You feel the subtle, continuous sway of the ship, a gentle, cradling motion that underscores your tranquil repose, holding you suspended between the vast, clear sky and the boundless, shimmering sea. The lingering warmth of the sun on your skin begins to gently recede as you gradually lift yourself from the soft chaise lounge on the private sun deck. The soft, continuous breeze, which just moments ago felt so invigorating, now seems to subtly guide you towards the quiet solace within. With an unhurried grace, you step from the sun-drenched expanse, leaving behind the direct caress of the wind and the open sky, and re-enter the vessel's hushed interior, seeking a different kind of calm. The transition from the outdoor air to the ship's interior is a subtle shift in temperature, a gentle coolness that soothes as you pass through a wide, silently closing door. Your feet find the familiar, deep pile of the carpet, each step completely absorbed, creating no sound as you navigate the quiet, polished corridors. The ambient lighting here is softer, a warm diffused glow that highlights the rich, dark wood paneling of the walls. A faint, refined scent of aged leather and polished timber now replaces the crisp, saline tang of the ocean, preparing your senses for the next tranquil space. The ship continues its gentle, rhythmic sway, a constant, reassuring presence beneath your feet. You arrive at the entrance to the ship's private library, a space designed for quiet contemplation. The doorway is wide, framed in dark, lustrous mahogany, inviting you into a room filled with the muted glow of natural light filtering through tall, slender windows. The air within is still, cool, and carries the distinct, comforting scent of old paper and fine leather bindings. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, crafted from the same dark mahogany, line the walls, filled with an extensive collection of volumes, their spines a kaleidoscope of muted colors and textures. Your gaze drifts along the rows, fingers lightly tracing the cool, smooth surface of the polished wood shelves. You pause, allowing your eyes to settle on a particular volume, its leather spine worn smooth by countless previous hands, promising a journey within its pages. With a gentle touch, you slide the book from its resting place, feeling the subtle resistance of its neighbors. The weight of the book in your hands is substantial, comforting, its aged paper and binding offering a dry, tactile connection to stories past. The soft whisper of its removal is the only sound in the quiet space. Carrying your chosen book, you move towards a deep, wing-back armchair, upholstered in a rich, dark forest green velvet. The fabric feels incredibly soft and plush beneath your fingertips as you settle, the generous cushions yielding slowly, molding to your form with a quiet, luxurious sigh. You arrange the book in your lap, its weight, a gentle anchor. The distant, continuous murmur of the ocean, a soft, rhythmic breath against the hull, now becomes a subtle, comforting backdrop to the quiet rustle of pages as you slowly open the book, allowing the words to unfold at their own unhurried pace. The gentle weight of the aged book rests softly in your lap, its stories now quietly receding as the subtle hum of the ship's engine seems to deepen. A soft invitation to shift your focus. You slowly close the volume, feeling the dry, cool texture of its leather binding beneath your fingers, and with a soft thump, place it carefully on the small, polished mahogany table beside the wing-back armchair. The comforting scent of old paper and leather lingers for a moment in the still air of the library, a quiet farewell to its tranquil enclosure. The faint, distant murmur of the ocean, a constant, rhythmic breath, now pulls your attention outward, beckoning you from the hushed interior. You rise from the plush velvet armchair, its deep green fabric yielding and then slowly reshaping itself with a barely audible sigh. Your feet find the deep pile of the library carpet, each step completely silent as you move towards the wide, mahogany-framed doorway. The polished wood of the doorframe feels cool and smooth as your hand brushes against it, a gentle guide as you transition from the quiet sanctuary of books. The air grows subtly lighter, fresher, as you step back into the main corridor, leaving behind the concentrated scent of literature for the cleaner, subtly conditioned air of the ship. The soft, continuous sway of the vessel carries you along the hushed corridor, past the rich walnut panels that absorb all sound. You feel the subtle, almost imperceptible shift in the ship's movement, a smooth glide that suggests you are now passing close to land. A new, faint scent begins to filter into the air, a clean mineral tang, distinct from the open ocean, hinting at proximity to volcanic rock, and perhaps some hardy coastal vegetation. You follow this subtle olfactory invitation towards one of the more open, yet still private, viewing areas, a semi-enclosed lounge designed for quiet observation. As you enter this new space, the light immediately brightens, a soft, diffused glow from the large panoramic windows that line one side. The air is slightly cooler here, a refreshing contrast, and carries a clearer echo of the distant ocean's rhythm. You settle into a low, generously cushioned lounge chair, upholstered in a fine, textured linen, in a pale, calming gray. The fabric feels cool and crisp against your linen attire as you recline, the deep cushions providing a gentle, enveloping support. Your gaze naturally drifts towards the expansive view. Almost immediately, a server appears, moving with an elegant, quiet precision. They place before you a tall, slender crystal glass, its surface beaded with tiny droplets of condensation, indicating a perfectly chilled temperature. Inside, a pale, almost translucent, artisanal beverage shimmers, a single, large, perfectly spherical ice cube suspended within it, making no sound. A faint, subtle aroma of citrus and something herbal, clean and invigorating, rises from the glass. You reach for it, feeling the delightful coolness of the crystal against your fingertips, a refreshing contrast to the ambient warmth. You lift the glass, the single ice sphere shifting with a gentle, silent grace, and bring it to your lips. The first sip is exquisitely cool, a crisp, clean taste that awakens the palate with its subtle, refreshing complexity. The liquid is smooth, light, leaving a delicate, clean sensation on your tongue. As you slowly savor the beverage, your eyes absorb the passing spectacle outside the window. The yacht is now gliding smoothly past a dramatic island, its volcanic shores a rich tapestry of dark, ancient rock, punctuated by vibrant green patches of resilient flora. The sun catches on the textured surfaces, creating a mesmerizing play of light and shadow. The distant, rhythmic wash of the waves against the unyielding shore is a constant, soothing accompaniment to your quiet contemplation, a gentle, continuous lull. The last cool sip of the artisanal beverage leaves a clean, crisp sensation on your tongue as you gently lower the crystal glass back to the small, polished side table. The single, perfectly spherical ice cube shifts with a barely audible clink against the glass, a final, quiet punctuation to the moment. The distant volcanic island continues to glide past the panoramic window, its rugged beauty slowly receding, and with it, the quiet enjoyment of the view begins its subtle transition. You feel the plush cushions of the lounge chair slowly reshape themselves as you rise, the textured linen fabric releasing its soft hold. You move with an unhurried grace from the semi-enclosed lounge, leaving behind the lingering scent of citrus and subtle herbs in the cool, conditioned air. Your feet find the familiar, deep pile of the corridor carpet, each step absorbed into its silent weave, a soft, muffled presence. The ambient lighting of the passageway, a warm, diffused glow, guides you back towards the private sanctuary of your suite. The ship maintains its gentle, rhythmic sway, a constant, reassuring hum that permeates the vessel. A low-frequency vibration felt more than heard, a cradle in the vast ocean. Upon re-entering your suite, the air is still and clean, subtly infused with the refined cedar scent that is uniquely yours. You gravitate towards a custom-designed workstation, a sleek, minimalist surface of brushed aluminum and dark, matte-finished wood, integrated seamlessly into the wall paneling. This space is dedicated to the practicalities of the expedition, a place of quiet preparation. You reach for a specific drawer, its handle a slender, almost invisible recess in the wood. With a gentle pull, it glides open on silent runners, revealing a meticulously organized interior. Your fingers first find the smooth, cool covers of your field guides. There are several, each bound in durable, water-resistant material, some in a deep forest green, others a muted charcoal. You lift one, feeling its reassuring weight, the crisp, almost imperceptible texture of its cover material against your thumb. A faint, clean scent of new paper and ink rises as you gently fan a few pages, listening to the soft, dry jaws whispered of the paper. You arrange it precisely, aligning its spine with the edge of the work surface, a satisfying, quiet act of order. Next, your attention turns to the dedicated compartment for your camera lenses. You reach in, feeling the cool, smooth surface of a protective neoprene sleeve. With a deliberate, unhurried motion, you extract a lens, its weight surprisingly substantial in your hand. The barrel is a cool, matte black, its surface slightly textured, offering a secure grip. Your fingers trace the precise, almost imperceptible ridges of the focus ring, a tactile connection to its engineered perfection. A soft, barely audible click accompanies the removal of the lens cap, revealing the pristine, cool surface of the glass element within, reflecting the soft light of the suite. You carefully inspect the glass, a moment of focused attention, then with a soft, precise snap, replace the cap, ensuring its perfect seal. The subtle scent of clean optics and precision mechanics is almost imperceptible. You repeat this gentle ritual with another lens, feeling its slightly different weight and balance, the subtle variations in its cool, smooth surfaces. Each lens is then meticulously placed into its designated compartment within a custom-fitted, padded travel case. The soft, dense foam yielding just enough to cradle each piece securely. The faint, gentle hum of the ship continues its steady rhythm, a constant, soothing presence as you complete the quiet task, preparing for the day's subtle wonders. The quiet click of the camera lens cap securing into place marks the end of your meticulous organization. The subtle weight of the padded case, now perfectly arranged, feels reassuring as you gently close the workstation drawer, its dark, matte-finished wood sliding silently back into seamless integration with the wall. The pervasive, gentle hum of the ship, a constant companion throughout the day, now softly draws your attention from the precise task in your suite, inviting a transition as the afternoon light begins its slow, golden descent towards evening. You rise from the ergonomic desk chair, the soft leather upholstery releasing its gentle hold with a barely audible whisper. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each step softened by the invisible resilience beneath the rich wood. The air in the suite remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, now mingling with a hint of the crisp, clean scent of the ocean that subtly permeates the vessel. You move with an unhurried grace, allowing the gentle sway of the ship to guide your steps, a soft, continuous rhythm that has become second nature. You drift towards the expansive, panoramic window that dominates one wall of your suite, a vast sheet of pristine glass offering an unobstructed view of the world outside. As you approach, the light within the room shifts, deepening in hue, taking on a warmer, richer quality. The sun, now lower in the sky, casts long, stretching shadows across the interior, painting the pale oak panels with shifting patterns of deep gold and soft amber. The glass itself feels cool and smooth as your fingertips lightly brush against its surface, a subtle barrier to the vastness beyond. You settle into a deep, generously cushioned window seat, upholstered in a soft, natural linen, its texture cool and slightly coarse against your arm. The cushions yield slowly, conforming to your form with a luxurious, silent sigh. You lean back, allowing your posture to relax fully, your gaze now sweeping across the immense, unfolding canvas of the ocean. The water, once a brilliant, almost stark blue, is now transforming under the touch of the setting sun. A mesmerizing palette of colors begins to bloom across the surface of the Pacific. Streaks of molten gold, liquid copper, and soft rose blush spread outward from the distant horizon, painting the gentle swells with ephemeral, shimmering hues. Each wave, as it rises and falls, catches the light differently, creating a continuous, subtle dance of light and shadow. A silent, hypnotic spectacle. You watch as a particularly large swell, far out, catches a direct beam of sunlight, briefly igniting its crest with a blinding diamond-like sparkle, before fading back into the softer, more muted tones of the deeper water. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a soft, consistent breath, seems to deepen with the fading light, becoming a more profound, enveloping lull, a quiet song of the vast, darkening expanse. The golden light, which moments ago painted the ocean in brilliant hues, now softens, beginning its gentle retreat from the vast panoramic window of your suite. You feel the cool, smooth linen of the window seat beneath you, a subtle anchor as you consider the shifting light outside. A quiet invitation now draws you towards the subtle transition from the contained warmth of the room to the open air of your private balcony, where the last vestiges of daylight await. With an unhurried grace, you gently push yourself from the deep window seat, the cushions yielding with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, releasing their embrace. Your feet find the familiar, cool, polished teak of the floor, each step a soft whisper against the rich wood, carrying you across the serene expanse of the suite. You approach the expansive glass door that leads to your private outdoor space, its surface still reflecting the muted, deepening gold of the sky. Your fingers curl around the cool, brushed chrome of the handle, a smooth, precise mechanism that responds to your touch with effortless ease. With a gentle, deliberate pull, the heavy glass panel glides silently along its track, revealing the slightly cooler, fresher air beyond, a quiet whoosh as the conditioned air meets the evening breeze. You step onto the private balcony, the solid composite decking beneath your feet, subtly textured, providing a secure, comfortable footing. The air here is immediately different, cooler, carrying a crisper, more concentrated scent of the sea, a clean, refreshing tang that awakens the senses. A soft, consistent breeze, now cooler than earlier in the day, brushes against your skin, a gentle caress that carries the distant, rhythmic murmur of the waves more clearly. You pause, allowing your body to acclimate to the subtle shift in temperature and the invigorating presence of the open air, the vastness of the ocean stretching before you. Your gaze falls upon one of the low-slung, woven resin chairs, cushioned with thick marine-grade canvas in a muted charcoal, designed for comfort and contemplation. You move towards it, the slight give of the decking beneath your steps a subtle rhythm, and carefully lower yourself into its embrace. The robust fabric of the cushion is firm yet yielding, slowly conforming to the contours of your body, with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, a deep sense of support enveloping you. Your hands rest lightly on the cool, smooth, dark resin of the armrests, feeling its solid, engineered quality, a grounding texture in the fading light. You lean back, allowing your head to settle against the soft cushion, and turn your gaze towards the horizon, where the sun has now dipped below the visible edge of the world. The sky above is a canvas of softening colors, the last remnants of gold and rose bleeding into deepening shades of lavender and a profound, inky blue. The surface of the ocean reflects these ethereal hues, transforming from shimmering gold to a vast dark expanse, punctuated by the occasional flash of silver where a wave catches the last, indirect light. The rhythmic sound of the waves, a constant, gentle whoosh, now seems more pronounced in the quiet of the approaching night, a hypnotic cadence that fills the air. A single, distant cry of a seabird, a soft, plaintive note, drifts across the water, carried by the cooling breeze, a poignant echo in the deepening twilight. You notice the subtle scent of damp salt rising from the water, mingling with the clean air, a primal perfume of the open sea. The gentle sway of the ship continues, a steady, rhythmic cradle beneath you, as the last vestiges of color slowly drain from the sky, dissolving into the soft velvet of night. You simply rest, allowing the cool air, the rhythmic waves, and the deepening quiet to wash over you, a profound sense of peace settling into every fiber of your being. The profound sense of peace from the cool air and rhythmic waves on your private balcony gently deepens as the last vestiges of twilight fade, inviting you now to the inner warmth of your suite. You slowly lift your head from the soft cushion of the chair, feeling the lingering coolness of the evening breeze on your skin, a final refreshing caress before you turn from the vast darkening ocean. With an unhurried grace, you push yourself upright, the resilient canvas of the cushion yielding slowly beneath your weight, a soft, almost imperceptible sigh. You step from the private balcony, leaving the crisp, saline air behind, and pass through the wide, silently gliding glass door back into the climate-controlled serenity of your suite. The door closes with a soft, engineered whoosh, sealing away the direct sounds of the sea, leaving only the distant, muffled murmur of the waves and the pervasive, gentle hum of the ship. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each step a soft whisper against the rich wood. The air here is still, clean, and carries the subtle, refined scent of cedar, a comforting presence. You move with a deliberate, unhurried pace across the suite, the ambient lighting now softened to a warm, diffused glow, casting long, gentle shadows that dance with the ship's subtle sway. The quiet invitation of the evening now draws you towards the spacious ensuite, a sanctuary of polished stone and subtle light. You push open a wide, seamless panel, crafted from the same dark, veined marble as the refreshment station, its surface cool and smooth beneath your fingertips. The panel glides inward with a whisper of precision engineering, revealing the tranquil space beyond. The ensuite is a study in understated luxury, its walls and floor clad in large, honed slabs of a pale, creamy limestone, absorbing light and sound, creating an atmosphere of profound calm. In the center, a deep, freestanding soaking tub, crafted from a single, seamless piece of white porcelain, gleams softly under the indirect lighting. Its surface appears perfectly smooth, inviting to the touch. You approach the tub, feeling the cool, slightly textured stone of the floor beneath your feet, a subtle contrast to the warmth that is about to envelop you. With a gentle turn of a brushed chrome lever, a quiet, steady stream of warm water begins to cascade into the porcelain tub. The sound is a soft, continuous, cool, gentle acoustic massage that slowly fills the quiet space. You watch as the water rises, its surface shimmering faintly, reflecting the soft light. A small, elegant glass vial of bath essence sits on a nearby shelf, its contents a deep amber hue. You unstopper it, feeling the smooth, cool glass and a delicate, calming aroma of lavender and bergamot gently unfurls into the air, mingling with the clean scent of warm water. You pour a measured amount into the stream, watching as the liquid disperses, creating the faintest hint of soft, ephemeral bubbles. You test the water with your fingertips, feeling its perfect, inviting warmth, a luxurious temperature that promises profound relaxation. With a slow, deliberate motion, you step into the tub, the warm water rising around your ankles, then your calves, a soft, enveloping embrace. The smooth, cool porcelain of the tub cradles your body as you settle back, allowing the buoyancy of the water to gently support you. The aromatic steam rises around your face, a soft, warm mist that carries the calming scents, inviting a deep, unhurried breath. The gentle sway of the ship, a continuous, subtle rock, now becomes an extension of the bath itself, a soft, rhythmic lull that promises a deepening sense of rest. The warm, aromatic embrace of the bath continues to soothe, the delicate scents of lavender and bergamot rising with the soft steam, a gentle veil around your face. You feel the subtle buoyancy of the water, a profound support that seems to suspend all weight as the ship maintains its soft, rhythmic sway. The distant, muffled murmur of the ocean against the hull is a constant, hypnotic companion, inviting a deeper sense of surrender. You allow yourself a few more unhurried moments, letting the warmth permeate every fiber of your being, a luxurious languor settling through your limbs. With a slow, deliberate grace, you begin to stir, the water gently parting around you as you shift. The porcelain of the tub, cool and smooth beneath your back, offers a slight resistance as you push yourself upright. The warm water cascades from your skin with a soft, continuous swoosh, droplets clinging to your arms and shoulders before receding back into the fragrant depths. A subtle chill, barely perceptible, kisses your skin as you emerge from the water, a refreshing contrast to the profound warmth you just experienced. You reach for the impossibly plush towel, hanging on a heated rail nearby, its thick, thirsty loops a promise of enveloping comfort. The towel, a pristine white, feels exquisitely soft and warm against your fingertips, its luxurious density a comfort as you draw it around you. You gently pat your skin, feeling the soft, absorbent fibers blot away the remaining moisture with a series of quiet, muffled thumps. Each touch is a delicate caress, leaving your skin feeling clean, supple, and faintly scented with the bath essence. The subtle coolness of the limestone floor beneath your bare feet is a gentle grounding as you step from the tub, the soft, diffused light of the ensuite casting long, soft shadows around you. You move from the ensuite, closing the seamless marble panel with a soft, almost imperceptible click, returning to the hushed tranquility of your main suite. The air here, still infused with the delicate cedar, now carries a faint, clean echo of the lavender and bergamot. Your feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, its smooth surface, a familiar pathway to the profound comfort of your bed. The ambient lighting of the suite is now dimmed to its lowest setting, creating a soft, inviting glow that encourages rest, the gentle sway of the ship, a continuous, rhythmic cradle. You approach the bed, its crisp, white linen sheets already turned down by an unseen hand, revealing the inviting expanse of the mattress. The duvet, impossibly light yet promising warmth, is folded back with elegant precision. Your hands brush against the cool, smooth surface of the sheets. The fine weave a delicate caress against your skin. You slip beneath the covers, feeling the gentle weight of the duvet settle over you, a soft, enveloping cloud. The mattress yields with a luxurious, silent sigh, molding perfectly to the contours of your body, providing an ideal balance of support and softness. You arrange the pillows, plump and yielding, beneath your head, feeling the cool, smooth cotton of the pillowcase against your cheek. A deep sense of calm washes over you, a profound relaxation that begins to spread from your toes, up through your legs, and into your torso. Your breathing deepens, slowly, steadily, in unison with the gentle, rhythmic sway of the ship. The subtle, pervasive hum of the vessel is a low, constant thrum, a reassuring presence in the quiet night, and then, cutting softly through the stillness, comes the distinct, gentle lapping of waves against the hull. A soft, continuous schlop, schlop. Each gentle wash of water against the metal is a soft, hypnotic rhythm, a lullaby from the vast, unseen ocean. The subtle, rhythmic lapping of waves against the hull, which had guided you so gently into sleep, now begins its slow, quiet retreat, leaving a soft, lingering echo in the waking moments. You feel the exquisite coolness of the crisp, finely woven linen sheets against your skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper of fabric that signals the gentle return to consciousness. Your body is deeply rested, cradled by the luxurious mattress that perfectly conforms to every contour, its firm yet yielding support a testament to bespoke comfort. You slowly become aware of this subtle shift in light within your suite. The darkness of night has softened, replaced by a muted, diffused glow that filters through the heavy, light-blocking drapes. It is not yet full morning, but the promise of daylight is a gentle presence, painting the edges of the room in soft, indistinct shades of gray and pale silver. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's sophisticated systems, a constant thrum beneath you, continues its steady, reassuring rhythm, a quiet anchor in the vastness of the ocean. You stretch languidly, a slow, unhurried unfurling of limbs, feeling the deep, satisfying release in your muscles. The cool, smooth linen shifts and whispers with your movement, a delicate rustle that is barely audible. Your fingers lightly brush against the supple fabric of the duvet, its impossibly light weight, a comforting presence over your body. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the clean, conditioned air of the suite fill your lungs, carrying a faint, refined scent of cedar, a familiar and calming aroma. With a gentle, deliberate motion, you push yourself upright, the luxurious mattress yielding slowly, silently beneath you, allowing your body to rise without effort. The plump, yielding pillows, cool against your cheek just moments ago, now offer soft, quiet support as you sit at the edge of the bed. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each plank meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood is designed to cushion your first steps of the day, a quiet welcome. You pause, allowing yourself a moment of pure observation, simply noticing the stillness of the room, the soft, diffused light, and the gentle, continuous sway of the ship. Your gaze drifts towards the panoramic window, still covered by the elegant drapes, their thick fabric a barrier against the outside world, yet hinting at the expansive ocean beyond. The rhythmic hum of the vessel continues its steady pulse, a silent, powerful engine beneath the polished surfaces. You take another slow, unhurried breath, feeling the cool air fill your lungs, a tranquil readiness for the quiet unfolding of the new day. The profound rest from the luxurious bed begins its slow, gentle release, leaving a soft, lingering impression of the cool, crisp linen against your skin. You feel the deep, even breathing that carried you through the night, now subtly shifting, a quiet signal of the body's unhurried return to wakefulness. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a constant thrum beneath you, continues its steady, rhythmic presence, a gentle pulse in the quiet morning. However, as the day slowly unfolds, a different kind of quiet now beckons, drawing you from the soft embrace of your sheets towards the vast, silent expanse of the night sky. With a deliberate slowness, you push yourself upright, the bespoke mattress yielding silently, perfectly, beneath your rising weight, its engineered support a familiar comfort. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a smooth, grounding sensation that absorbs any sound. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions each step as you move from the bed, the ambient light in the suite dimmed to its lowest setting, casting long, soft shadows that stretch and sway with the ship's gentle motion. The air remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. You navigate the quiet, softly lit corridors, the deep pile of the carpet absorbing every trace of sound, creating a profound sense of hush. The rich walnut panels of the walls reflect the dim, indirect lighting, a deep, muted glow that guides your path. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle tactile connection in the stillness. The pervasive low hum of the ship is the only consistent sound, a deep, resonant vibration felt more than heard, a constant, reassuring cradle. A wide, silently operating door slides open with an almost imperceptible whoosh, revealing a subtle shift in temperature and an immediate, profound sense of openness. You step onto the silent top deck, and the air is noticeably cooler, a refreshing, crisp caress against your skin, carrying the undiluted, clean scent of the open ocean. Above, the sky is a vast, inky canvas, utterly devoid of light pollution. The deck beneath your feet is a smooth, dark composite, cool to the touch, its surface designed to be completely silent, absorbing all sound, allowing only the purest sounds of the sea and sky to reach you. You move towards the forward railing, its cool, smooth brushed steel offering a gentle anchor as you lean slightly. Your gaze lifts, sweeping across the immense, star-dusted sky. Millions upon millions of stars, sharp and brilliant, glitter with an astonishing clarity, forming intricate luminous patterns against the profound blackness. The Milky Way stretches across the zenith, a soft, ethereal band of shimmering light, a celestial river of countless distant suns. There are no clouds, no haze, only the vast, unfathomable depth of the cosmos, each tiny pinprick of light, a silent, ancient beacon. Below, the ocean is a dark, expansive mirror, reflecting a faint, diffused shimmer from the distant stars, blending almost seamlessly into the horizon. The only sound is the soft, rhythmic swoosh of the waves against the hull, a gentle, continuous breath of the sea, a profound counterpoint to the silent grandeur above. The ship continues its smooth, almost imperceptible forward glide, a steady, rhythmic cradle beneath your feet as you simply stand, allowing the vastness of the star-dusted sky to wash over you, a profound, unhurried sense of peace settling deep within your being. The profound, silent expanse of the star-dusted sky from the top deck now gently recedes into the quiet chambers of memory, leaving behind a deep sense of tranquil awe. You feel the exquisite coolness of the crisp, finely woven linen sheets against your skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper of fabric as you begin your slow, unhurried return to wakefulness within the luxurious bed. The mattress, meticulously engineered for both support and profound rest, still cradles your body with a yielding comfort, holding you perfectly suspended. A subtle shift in the ambient light within your suite begins its delicate announcement of a new day. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's sophisticated systems, a constant, rhythmic thrum beneath you, continues its steady presence, a deep, resonant vibration felt more than heard, a quiet heartbeat in the vastness of the ocean. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the clean, conditioned air of the suite fill your lungs, carrying a faint, refined scent of cedar, a familiar and calming aroma that has become synonymous with this tranquil journey. Without opening your eyes, you sense the subtle brightening. The deep, inky blackness that had enveloped the cabin during the night now softens, yielding to a muted, diffused gray. Your fingers, still relaxed, lightly brush against the cool, smooth fabric of the duvet, its impossibly lightweight, a comforting presence over your body. You allow yourself a moment of pure, unhurried stillness, simply existing within the soft embrace of the bed, listening to the quiet symphony of the ship and the distant, rhythmic murmur of the waves against the hull. With a gentle, deliberate slowness, your eyelids flutter open, adjusting to the soft, nascent light. Your gaze drifts towards the cabin's circular porthole, a perfect, polished brass frame against the pale oak wall panels. Through its thick, unblemished glass, you observe the slow, exquisite unfurling of dawn. The vast, dark expanse of the ocean, previously a seamless black, now reveals the faintest hint of deep, Prussian blue at its edges, a subtle differentiation from the still dark sky. The light beyond the porthole is not yet direct, but rather a soft, ethereal glow, emanating from just below the horizon. It paints the very edge of the water with a delicate, almost translucent silver, a shimmering line that pulses with an inner luminescence. Above it, the sky transitions through the softest blush of pale rose, bleeding into a faint, cool lavender, then gradually into a soft dove gray. There is no sharp line, no sudden burst of color, but a continuous, gentle progression, each hue dissolving imperceptibly into the next. As the ship maintains its smooth, almost imperceptible forward glide, the porthole offers a framed, living tableau of this quiet spectacle. You watch as a tiny, distant cloud, previously invisible, catches the first, indirect rays of the sun, its edges illuminated with a delicate, ethereal gold, appearing to float in the vast, softening expanse. The subtle movement of the ship creates a gentle, continuous rocking, a soft, hypnotic cradle that mirrors the slow, unhurried unfurling of the morning light. You simply lie there, allowing the subtle shifts in color and the rhythmic sway to draw you deeper into a profound sense of peaceful awareness, ready for the quiet promise of the day. The soft, ethereal light of dawn, which had so gently unfurled through the cabin's porthole, now bathes the room in a diffused, tranquil glow, a quiet invitation to stir. You feel the exquisite coolness of the crisp, finely woven linen sheets against your skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper of fabric that surrounds you. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a constant, resonant thrum beneath you, continues its steady, rhythmic presence, a deep, comforting vibration that has lulled you through the night. You begin a slow, unhurried stretch, allowing your body to unfold at its own pace. Your toes gently point, extending outwards, feeling the subtle tension release in your calves. The cool, smooth linen shifts and rustles softly with this movement, a dry, quiet whisper against your skin. You feel the luxurious mattress, meticulously engineered for both support and profound rest, yield perfectly beneath the subtle shift of your weight, a silent, comforting embrace that cradles your form. The gentle, continuous rocking of the vessel, a soft, rhythmic sway, becomes an extension of your own languid movements, a harmonious dance between your body and the ocean's breath. Your arms slowly reach overhead, stretching long and deliberate, feeling the soft, resilient fabric of the duvet slide smoothly across your chest and shoulders. Your fingers lightly interlace, palms turning upwards, pushing gently against an unseen resistance, feeling the muscles along your sides lengthen and release. A soft, barely audible sigh escapes you, a quiet expression of profound relaxation. The air in the suite remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, now mingling with the fresh, clean scent of the morning that subtly permeates the conditioned air. You turn gently onto your side, the mattress responding with a quiet, luxurious sigh, conforming to your new position. One leg extends slowly, tracing a smooth path along the cool linen, feeling the delicate friction of the fabric against your calf. The subtle pressure points of your body find perfect alignment with the mattress, a bespoke comfort that encourages a deepening sense of ease. You pause, simply resting in this new orientation, allowing the gentle rocking of the ship to wash over you, a continuous, soothing motion that seems to dissolve any lingering tension. With a deliberate slowness, you push yourself upright, the mattress yielding, then gently supporting your rise. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each plank meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions your first steps from the bed, a quiet welcome to the new day. You stand for a moment, simply allowing your body to adjust to the upright posture, feeling the cool air of the suite against your skin, a refreshing contrast to the warmth of the bed. Your gaze drifts towards the cabin's porthole, its brass frame now illuminated by a brighter, yet still soft morning light. The ocean beyond is a deeper blue, the sky above a clearer, lighter gray, promising the full arrival of day. The rhythmic hum of the vessel continues its steady pulse, a silent, powerful engine beneath the polished surfaces. You take another slow, unhurried breath, feeling the clean air fill your lungs, a tranquil readiness for the quiet unfolding of the new day, accompanied by the ceaseless, gentle rocking of the ship, a constant, peaceful reminder of your journey. The last, languid stretch, a profound unfurling of limbs, now gently recedes, leaving a soft, lingering warmth in your muscles as you begin your slow, unhurried departure from the luxurious bed. You feel the exquisite coolness of the crisp, finely woven linen sheets against your skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper of fabric as you push yourself upright. The mattress, meticulously engineered for both support and profound rest, yields silently, perfectly, beneath your rising weight, its gentle embrace releasing you with quiet grace. The pervasive low hum of the ship, a constant, resonant thrum beneath you, continues its steady, rhythmic presence, a deep, comforting vibration that has lulled you through the night and now greets the dawn. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each plank meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions your first steps from the bed, a quiet welcome to the new day. The ambient light in the suite has brightened subtly, a diffused, tranquil glow filtering through the heavy drapes, painting the pale oak panels with soft, indistinct shades. The air here remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. You move with an unhurried grace through the suite, then into the quiet corridor, where the deep pile of the carpet absorbs every trace of sound, creating a profound sense of hush. The rich walnut panels of the walls reflect the dim, indirect lighting, a deep, muted glow that guides your path. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle, tactile connection in the stillness. The ship maintains its gentle, rhythmic sway, a continuous, soothing motion that carries you along. You arrive at the entrance to the chart room, a space of focused purpose and quiet contemplation. The door, crafted from solid mahogany, swings inward with a soft, controlled whoosh, revealing a room bathed in a precise, even light from overhead fixtures, designed to illuminate without glare. The air within is still, carrying a faint, clean scent of aged paper, polished wood, and a subtle hint of ink. In the center of the room, a large, heavy chart table, fashioned from a dark, lustrous ebony, dominates the space. Its surface is impeccably smooth, gleaming with a deep, almost liquid polish. Spread across the center of the table is a detailed maritime map, its heavy, cream-colored paper slightly textured, resisting the faint humidity in the air. Your fingers gently brush against its surface, feeling the crispness of the paper, the subtle raised lines of the intricate cartography. The map is a complex tapestry of muted blues for the ocean depths, soft greens for shallower waters, and a delicate, almost imperceptible beige for land masses. Fine, precise lines delineate currents, soundings, and navigation routes, each symbol rendered with exquisite clarity. You lean closer, your gaze tracing the delicate curves of an island chain, the familiar contours of the Galapagos now laid out in intricate detail. Your finger, cool and smooth, slowly follows a specific isobar, feeling the subtle, raised texture of the printed line. The faint rustle of your linen sleeve against the map is the only sound, a dry, quiet whisper in the still room. You notice the tiny, precise script of the place names, each letter perfectly formed, a testament to meticulous craftsmanship. A brass parallel rule lies on the table, its cool, heavy metal smooth beneath your touch as you pick it up. The slight clink as it settles back onto the map is soft, precise. You gently adjust its position, aligning its edge with a marked course, the polished brass reflecting the soft overhead light. The cool, smooth brass of the parallel rule still rests precisely on the maritime map, a quiet marker of your studied route, as you gently lift your gaze from the intricate details of the chart. The subtle scent of aged paper and ink, a constant presence in the chart room, begins to softly recede, inviting a different kind of focus for the unfolding day. You feel the persistent, low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum beneath you, gently guiding your attention towards the practical preparations for distant observations. With a deliberate, unhurried grace, you push yourself away from the large ebony chart table, the heavy wood smooth and cool beneath your lingering fingertips. Your steps are hushed by the thick, sound-absorbing carpet of the chart room, each movement almost imperceptible. You approach a custom-built cabinet, its exterior meticulously paneled in the same rich, dark mahogany that frames the room, blending seamlessly into the refined aesthetic. Your fingers, cool and sensitive, locate the small, almost invisible recessed handle, and with a soft, precise click, the heavy cabinet door swings inward on silent, perfectly engineered hinges, revealing a compartment lined with soft, dense velvet in a deep, muted charcoal. The air within this small enclosure is still, slightly cooler, holding a faint, clean scent of stored leather and fine optics. Within this protected space, nestled securely in a custom-fitted indentation, rest your binoculars. You reach in, feeling the incredibly plush, almost velvety texture of the lining against your fingertips, a sensation of profound softness. With utmost care, you gently lift the instrument from its cradle. The substantial weight of the binoculars is immediately apparent in your hands, a reassuring density that speaks volumes of precision optics and robust, marine-grade construction. The cool, matte black finish of their body feels solid and perfectly balanced, a testament to their ergonomic design for extended use. You bring them closer, tilting them slightly to catch the precise, even light from the overhead fixtures, your eyes meticulously scanning the large objective lenses and the smaller eyepieces for any faint dust motes or subtle smudges that might have settled overnight. A small, dedicated drawer positioned just beneath the binocular compartment slides open with a whisper-soft coosh of air displacement, revealing an array of meticulously organized cleaning tools. Your fingers drift with an unhurried slowness over several options, each tool nestled in its own velvet-lined slot. You select a square of exceptionally fine, tightly woven microfiber cloth, its texture impossibly soft and smooth, almost like a delicate brush against your thumb. It feels cool and dry, completely lint-free, a bespoke tool specifically designed for the delicate surfaces of optical glass. The faint, clean scent of the cloth, subtly sterile and reassuringly neutral, is barely perceptible as you lift it. You hold the binoculars steady in one hand, feeling their familiar, balanced weight, while the other hand, holding the soft, lint-free cloth, begins a slow, gentle circular motion across the large objective lenses. The cloth glides effortlessly over the cool, pristine glass, making no sound, leaving behind a perfectly clear, unblemished surface with each deliberate pass. You watch intently as any minute specks of dust, previously invisible to the naked eye, are softly and completely lifted away, leaving the glass sparkling with an internal clarity that promises unparalleled vision. The micro-action is focused, almost meditative, ensuring every millimeter of the lens is perfectly clean. Once the optical surfaces are immaculate, your attention shifts to the robust body of the binoculars. You carefully fold the microfiber cloth to a fresh, clean section, and with a slightly firmer yet still gentle pressure, begin to wipe down the matte black housing. The pristine clarity of the polished binocular lenses, now securely nestled in their velvet compartment, marks a gentle completion. You quietly close the mahogany cabinet door, its soft, precise click, a subtle punctuation to the morning's preparation. The lingering scent of aged paper and fine optics in the chart room begins to softly recede as a new, more inviting aroma, subtle at first, begins to unfurl in the air, beckoning you from the focused stillness. You move with an unhurried grace from the chart room, leaving the cool, polished ebony table behind. Your steps are hushed by the thick, sound-absorbing carpet of the corridor, each movement almost imperceptible, a gentle glide rather than a hurried walk. The rich walnut panels of the walls absorb any stray sounds, deepening the sense of tranquil privacy, while the pervasive low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum, continues its steady presence beneath you. A constant, quiet vibration felt more in the soles of your feet than truly heard. The air remains clean, carrying faint traces of polished timber. But now, something else begins to subtly weave its way into the atmosphere. A delicate, warm current carried on the conditioned air. A delicate, warm scent, barely perceptible at first, drifts into your awareness. It is a comforting, earthy aroma, hinting at warmth and wholesome goodness, a quiet whisper against the clean, neutral air. You pause for a moment, allowing your senses to gently discern its origin, taking a slow, deliberate breath. The fragrance grows stronger with each soft inhale, a subtle suggestion of yeast and grain, slowly blossoming into a distinct, inviting perfume. This is the unmistakable, delicate scent of freshly baked bread, a timeless aroma that speaks of simple, honest craft. It seems to emanate from somewhere further along the corridor, a quiet promise of artisanal creation, subtly drawing you forward. You continue your unhurried passage, drawn by the growing warmth of the aroma, the air itself seeming to thicken slightly, carrying the scent with a greater intensity. A subtle sweetness now mingles with the wholesome yeasty notes, a soft, inviting harmony. As you approach a specific section of the corridor, the rich, golden brown scent becomes more pronounced, indicating proximity to the ship's galley. You do not glimpse the activity within, but rather experience its quiet output, a testament to the seamless, almost invisible operation of the crew, a well-oiled machine of luxury and comfort. A faint, distant clinking of ceramic on ceramic, a soft thud of a wooden board, or the gentle whir of a cooling fan subtly punctuates the steady hum of the vessel, hinting at the precise, unhurried work being done behind the scenes. You find yourself near a discreet, brushed stainless steel door, its surface cool and smooth to the touch, designed to blend seamlessly into the wall, its edges meeting the walnut panels with exacting precision. No direct sound emanates from behind it, yet the air here is wonderfully saturated with the delicate, warm aroma. It is the purest essence of freshly baked bread, a deep, yeasty foundation, a subtle hint of toasted crust, and an almost imperceptible sweetness that speaks of careful fermentation and slow, even baking in a perfectly calibrated oven. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the warmth of the scent to wash over you, a profoundly comforting and grounding sensation that fills your mind with images of golden brown loaves and quiet, unhurried mornings. The aroma evokes a sense of timeless domesticity, a luxurious simplicity found even in the heart of the ocean. You take another slow, deep breath, holding the exquisite fragrance, letting it settle deep within you. The delicate scent of the freshly baked bread hangs gently in the air, a warm, inviting presence that seems to wrap around you, a soft, invisible blanket of comfort. The delicate, warm scent of freshly baked bread, which had so wonderfully saturated the air near the galley, now begins its slow, gentle recession. As you continue your unhurried passage along the corridor, you feel the subtle shift in the air, the wholesome aroma gradually blending back into the clean, conditioned atmosphere of the ship, leaving behind a faint, comforting memory. The pervasive, low hum of the vessel, a deep, rhythmic thrum beneath your feet, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull. You move with a deliberate grace, your steps hushed by the thick, sound-absorbing carpet of the corridor, each movement almost imperceptible. The rich walnut panels of the walls absorb any stray sounds, deepening the sense of tranquil privacy, while the dim, indirect lighting guides your path with a soft, inviting glow. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle tactile connection in the stillness. The ship maintains its gentle, rhythmic sway, a continuous, soothing motion that carries you along, a seamless extension of your own unhurried pace. You return to the serene sanctuary of your suite, the expansive space welcoming you back with its familiar comfort. You gravitate towards the secluded reading nook, a space designed for quiet introspection. It is bathed in a soft, diffused light, filtering through the sheer linen drapes, painting the pale oak panels with gentle, shifting patterns. The air here is still, clean, and subtly infused with the refined cedar scent, a comforting and familiar aroma that now blends with the faint, lingering warmth of the freshly baked bread, creating a unique, tranquil bouquet. You settle back into the deep, generously cushioned armchair, upholstered in a fine, textured linen, its fabric cool and slightly coarse against your arm. The cushions yield slowly, conforming to your form with a luxurious, silent sigh, providing a profound sense of enveloping support. Your hands rest lightly on the smooth, dark wood of the small, integrated side table. Almost immediately, a server appears, moving with an elegant, quiet precision, their presence a soft, almost imperceptible rustle of fabric. They place before you a delicate porcelain teacup, its surface gleaming with an understated brilliance, resting on a matching saucer. The teacup is filled with a perfectly brewed herbal tea, its surface shimmering faintly, wisps of fragrant steam curling upwards in delicate tendrils. The aroma is immediately calming, a complex blend of earthy chamomile, subtle mint, and a hint of sweet, warm honey, all mingling harmoniously. You reach for the cup, feeling the exquisite warmth of the porcelain against your fingertips, a comforting heat that penetrates gently. The cool, smooth ceramic of the handle is perfectly shaped for your grasp. The server then quietly retreats, their footsteps barely audible on the plush carpet, leaving you in undisturbed tranquility. You lift the teacup slowly, the delicate porcelain feeling light and balanced in your hand. A faint, almost imperceptible clink of the cup against the saucer is the only sound. You bring the rim to your lips, feeling the smooth, warm ceramic, and take a slow, deliberate sip. The tea is exquisitely warm, a gentle heat that spreads through your mouth, coating your tongue with its subtle, soothing flavors. The chamomile is soft and earthy, the mint a clean, refreshing counterpoint, and the honey a delicate sweetness that lingers pleasantly on the palate. Each sip is a moment of pure, unhurried indulgence, a quiet ritual of comfort. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the warmth of the tea and its calming aromas to wash over you, a profound sense of relaxation settling deeper into your being. The last, soothing sip of herbal tea leaves a delicate, warm sensation on your tongue as you gently lower the porcelain teacup back onto its matching saucer. The softest clink of ceramic on ceramic is barely audible in the quiet reading nook. The calming aromas of chamomile and mint, which had so wonderfully infused the air, now begin their slow, gentle recession, leaving behind a subtle, comforting memory. The pervasive low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum beneath you, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull. You rise from the deep, generously cushioned armchair, its textured linen fabric yielding and then slowly reshaping itself with a barely audible sigh. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each step a soft whisper against the rich wood. The subtle resilience beneath the planks cushions your movement as you drift from the reading nook, leaving its tranquil enclosure. The air in the suite remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, now blending with the lingering warmth of the tea. You move with an unhurried grace across the suite, the ambient lighting, still soft and diffused, painting the pale oak panels with gentle shifting patterns. The quiet invitation of the day now draws your attention towards the expansive panoramic window, a vast sheet of pristine glass that offers an unobstructed view of the world outside. As you approach, the light within the room subtly brightens, taking on a clearer, more vibrant quality, hinting at the full ascent of the sun. The glass itself feels cool and smooth as your fingertips lightly brush against its surface, a subtle barrier to the vastness beyond. You settle into the deep, comfortable window seat, upholstered in a soft, natural linen, its texture cool and slightly coarse against your arm. The cushions yield slowly, conforming to your form with a luxurious, silent sigh, providing a profound sense of enveloping support. You lean back, allowing your posture to relax fully, your gaze now sweeping across the immense, unfolding canvas of the ocean. The water, a brilliant clear blue, stretches endlessly towards the horizon, its surface a vast, undulating mirror. The sun, now higher in the sky, casts its direct, golden light upon the water, creating a mesmerizing spectacle. Hypnotic patterns of sunlight dance across the surface, a continuous, intricate play of light and shadow. Thousands of tiny, shimmering diamonds seem to explode and reform with each gentle ripple and swell, creating a constantly shifting, glittering tapestry. You watch as a particularly large swell, far out, catches a direct beam of sunlight, briefly igniting its crest with a blinding, almost ephemeral sparkle, before fading back into the softer, more muted blues of the deeper water. The reflections are not static, but fluid, organic, constantly transforming. Your eyes trace the fleeting streaks of brilliance, following their ephemeral paths across the water's surface. The patterns are both random and rhythmic, an endless, gentle kaleidoscope of light. The subtle movement of the ship creates a gentle, continuous rocking, a soft, hypnotic cradle that mirrors the slow, unhurried dance of the sunlight on the waves. The distant, rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a constant, gentle swoosh, seems to deepen with the mid-morning light, becoming a more profound, enveloping lull, a quiet song of the vast, shimmering expanse. You simply rest, allowing your gaze to drift across the endless, glittering expanse, the hypnotic patterns of light washing over you, drawing you deeper into a profound sense of peaceful awareness, dissolving any lingering thoughts into the tranquil rhythm of the sea. The hypnotic patterns of sunlight dancing on the water's surface, a shimmering tapestry of light and shadow, now begin to gently recede from your conscious focus. You feel the deep, comfortable embrace of the window seat beneath you, the soft, textured linen, a familiar comfort. The brilliance of the mid-morning sun, which had so captivated your gaze, now seems to subtly soften, inviting a shift in attention from the visual spectacle to the profound, underlying rhythm of the vessel itself. You gently close your eyes, allowing the residual images of shimmering light to slowly fade from your inner vision. The light within the suite, still bright but diffused, now feels less direct, a soft, enveloping glow. The air remains clean, faintly scented with a subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. You allow your body to sink deeper into the plush cushions of the window seat, the generous padding conforming perfectly to your form with a soft, luxurious sigh, a profound sense of enveloping support. The gentle, continuous sway of the ship, a soft, rhythmic cradle, becomes more pronounced with your eyes closed, a seamless extension of the ocean's breath. With your external vision quieted, your other senses sharpen, drawing your awareness to the pervasive, underlying presence of the ship. You feel the subtle, constant vibration beneath you, a deep, resonant thrum that permeates the entire vessel. This is the steady, rhythmic hum of the engine, a powerful, yet incredibly quiet pulse that is the very heartbeat of your journey. It is not a harsh or intrusive sound, but a low-frequency vibration, a deep, continuous bass note that resonates through the floor, up through the cushions, and into your very core. It is a sound so constant, so smoothly engineered, that it has become almost imperceptible, yet profoundly reassuring. You focus on this gentle hum, allowing its steady rhythm to wash over you. It is a consistent, unbroken sound, a subtle, deep *** asterisk that never falters. It speaks of immense power held in perfect control, of precision machinery working in seamless harmony beneath the waves. You feel it as a subtle tremor in the dark wood of the window frame, a faint, continuous vibration in the cool glass of the panoramic window, even through the soft linen of your attire. It is a mechanical lullaby, a constant whisper of forward motion, of unwavering progress across the vast, unseen ocean. The rhythmic thrum blends perfectly with the subtle, continuous sway of the ship. One moment, a gentle lift, then a slow, deliberate dip, followed by another soft rise. This rocking motion, combined with the deep, steady hum, creates a profound sense of security and containment. You feel entirely held, entirely safe, suspended within this beautifully engineered cocoon. The distant rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a soft, continuous swash whoosh, now seems to blend with the engine's hum, becoming a more profound, enveloping symphony of the sea. Each sound a layer of tranquil comfort. You take a slow, deep breath, then another, allowing your breathing to naturally synchronize with the rhythmic sway and the steady thrum. Each inhale is long and unhurried, each exhale soft and complete. Your muscles, already relaxed, deepen their release, melting further into the plush cushions. The pervasive hum, a constant, gentle pressure in the air, seems to massage away any lingering tension, drawing you deeper and deeper into a state of profound calm. It is a sound that requires no thought, no analysis, only simple, open reception. You simply rest, allowing the steady, rhythmic thrum of the engine, a continuous, unwavering lullaby of movement, to carry you effortlessly into the tranquil depths of rest, a deep, unhurried sleep. The pervasive low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull. Even as the last lingering sensations of the window seat recede, you feel the deep, comfortable embrace of the cushions slowly release their hold, the soft linen fabric shifting subtly beneath you. Mid-morning light, which had so beautifully illuminated the dancing patterns on the water, now gently guides you from the panoramic window, inviting a transition from external observation to a more personal, quiet ritual within your suite. You rise with an unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation. Each plank is meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound, ensuring your steps are soft and almost imperceptible. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions your movement as you drift across the serene expanse of the suite. The ambient lighting, still soft and diffused, paints the pale oak panels with gentle, shifting patterns, creating a tranquil atmosphere. The air here remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. You gravitate towards the elegant vanity area, a dedicated space for personal rituals. The vanity itself is a sleek, minimalist surface, crafted from a single slab of pristine white marble, its surface cool and impeccably smooth to the touch, reflecting the soft, diffused light with an understated brilliance. Above it, a large, perfectly clear mirror is framed by subtle, integrated lighting, casting an even, soft glow that eliminates any harsh shadows. You approach the vanity, feeling the cool, solid marble beneath your fingertips as you lean slightly. Your attention turns to a small, bespoke leather tray, its surface a deep, muted charcoal, subtly textured and designed to hold your personal items. You begin the unhurried process of arranging these items with quiet precision. First, a slender, polished silver comb, its teeth finely spaced, cool and smooth against your skin as you gently test its weight. You place it carefully onto the tray, aligning it perfectly with the edge, a soft, almost imperceptible clink of metal on leather. Next, you retrieve a small, intricately carved wooden box, its surface warm and smooth to the touch, emanating a faint, pleasant scent of sandalwood. You lift its hinged lid, feeling the subtle resistance of the precision hinge, which opens with a soft, dry creak. Inside, a selection of delicate, polished shell earrings gleam softly, reflecting the light. You choose a pair, their delicate weight, a familiar presence between your fingers, feeling the cool, smooth surface of the natural shell. With quiet deliberation, you place them gently beside the comb, their soft top against the leather barely audible. Finally, you reach for a small, heavy crystal flaken of perfume, its multifaceted surface catching and refracting the soft light. The stopper, a solid piece of polished crystal, slides from the neck of the bottle with a soft, satisfying pop, releasing a delicate, subtle fragrance into the air. A clean, fresh citrus note mingling with a hint of soft, white florals. You touch the cool, smooth glass of the stopper to your wrist, feeling the delicate, cool dampness on your skin. Then carefully replace it with a soft, precise 20 thud. You arrange the flecken on the tray, its solid weight creating a subtle depression in the leather, a testament to its quality. The ship continues its gentle, rhythmic sway, a constant, subtle motion, as you complete your quiet ritual, the pervasive hum of the engine, a comforting, continuous lull. The delicate, subtle fragrance of citrus and white florals, which had so gently infused the air during your personal ritual at the vanity, now slowly recedes. You feel the cool, smooth marble beneath your fingertips as you gently adjust the crystal flacon, its solid weight creating a subtle depression in the soft leather tray. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull. The mid-morning light, still soft and diffused, now gently guides you from the elegant vanity, inviting a transition from meticulous arrangement to a more expansive, yet equally tranquil pursuit of quiet contemplation. You rise with an unhurried grace, your bare feet finding the cool, polished teak of the floor a familiar and grounding sensation. Each plank is meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound, ensuring your steps are soft and almost imperceptible. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions your movement as you drift across the serene expanse of the suite. The ambient lighting, still gentle, paints the pale oak panels with soft, shifting patterns, creating a tranquil atmosphere. The air here remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, now blending with the lingering freshness of your chosen perfume. You move through the quiet corridor, the deep pile of the carpet absorbing every trace of sound, enhancing the sense of hushed privacy. The rich walnut panels of the walls reflect the dim, indirect lighting, a deep, muted glow that guides your path. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle tactile connection in the stillness. The ship maintains its gentle, rhythmic sway, a continuous, soothing motion that carries you along, a seamless extension of your own unhurried pace. You arrive at the entrance to the ship's private library, a space designed for quiet contemplation and literary indulgence. The solid mahogany door, with its deep, lustrous finish, swings inward with a soft, controlled whoosh, revealing a room bathed in a precise, even light from overhead fixtures, designed to illuminate without glare. The air within is still cool and carries the distinct, comforting scent of old paper and fine leather bindings, a familiar aroma that welcomes you back to its tranquil enclosure. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves, crafted from the same dark mahogany, line the walls, filled with an extensive collection of volumes, their spines a kaleidoscope of muted colors and rich textures. Your gaze drifts along the rows, fingers lightly tracing the cool, smooth surface of the polished wood shelves. You pause, allowing your eyes to settle on a particular volume, its leather spine worn smooth by countless previous hands, promising a journey within its pages. With a gentle touch, you slide the book from its resting place, feeling the subtle resistance of its neighbors. The weight of the book in your hands is substantial, comforting, its aged paper and binding offering a dry, tactile connection to stories past. The soft whisper of its removal is the only sound in the quiet space. Carrying your chosen book, you move towards a deep, wingback armchair, upholstered in a rich, dark forest green velvet. The fabric feels incredibly soft and plush beneath your fingertips as you settle, the generous cushions yielding slowly, molding to your form with a quiet, luxurious sigh, a deep sense of support enveloping you. You arrange the book in your lap, its weight a gentle anchor. The rhythmic hum of the vessel, a constant, deep thrum, now becomes a subtle, comforting backdrop to the quiet rustle of pages as you slowly open the book. Your fingers, cool and sensitive, delicately grasp the edge of a page, feeling the subtle texture of the aged paper beneath your thumb. With an unhurried grace, you gently turn the page. The soft rustle of turning pages, a dry, quiet whisper, now gently recedes, leaving a profound sense of literary immersion to softly dissipate. You slowly close the treasured book, feeling the smooth, worn leather of its binding cool beneath your fingertips, and place it with a soft thump onto the polished mahogany table beside the wingback armchair. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull, now inviting your gaze outward from the tranquil library. You rise with an unhurried grace from the deep velvet armchair, its plush green fabric yielding, and then slowly reshaping itself with a barely audible sigh. Your steps are hushed by the thick, sound-absorbing carpet of the library, each movement almost imperceptible as you drift towards the wide, mahogany-framed doorway. The air within, still carrying the comforting scent of old paper and fine leather bindings, subtly shifts as you pass through, blending with the cleaner, subtly conditioned air of the main corridor. The ship maintains its gentle, rhythmic sway, a continuous, soothing motion that carries you along. You move with a deliberate pace through the hushed corridor, the rich walnut panels of the walls reflecting the dim, indirect lighting, a deep, muted glow that guides your path. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle tactile connection in the stillness. The pervasive low hum of the ship continues its steady pulse beneath you, a deep, resonant vibration felt more than heard, a constant, reassuring cradle. As you walk, a faint, clean scent of salt and fresh air begins to subtly weave its way into the atmosphere, a quiet invitation to the open expanse beyond. You arrive at a wide, panoramic viewing area, designed for unobstructed observation. The space is bathed in a soft, bright light, a clear, diffused glow from the expansive, floor-to-ceiling windows that curve gently around the forward section of the vessel. The air here is subtly cooler, carrying a clearer, crisper scent of the open ocean. You gravitate towards a deep, generously cushioned lounge seat, upholstered in a fine, textured linen, in a pale, calming gray. The fabric feels cool and crisp against your attire as you recline, the deep cushions providing a gentle enveloping support that melts away any lingering tension. Your gaze extends outward, sweeping across the immense, unwavering expanse of the Pacific. The ocean is a brilliant, clear blue, stretching endlessly towards a distant horizon that appears as a soft, hazy line. The surface of the water is a vast, undulating canvas, dotted with the occasional white cap, each one a tiny, ephemeral bloom against the deep blue. You watch the water, allowing your eyes to soften, simply absorbing the vastness, the hypnotic rhythm of the gentle swells. The rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a constant, gentle swoosh, is a profound, enveloping lull. Then, almost imperceptibly, a subtle shift catches your attention. Far, far in the distance, at the very edge of the hazy horizon, a faint, dark smudge begins to emerge. It is barely discernible at first, a tiny, indistinct shadow against the pale morning sky, a whisper of land in the immensity of the sea. You lean slightly forward, a quiet sense of anticipation stirring within you, your eyes adjusting to the subtle detail. The ship continues its smooth, almost imperceptible forward glide, steadily closing the vast distance. As the vessel continues its unhurried journey, the faint smudge slowly, gradually, begins to resolve itself. The indistinct shadow takes on a more defined shape, a low, undulating silhouette that hints at ancient, volcanic origins. It is a distant, uninhabited island, slowly, majestically appearing on the horizon, a silent, primordial presence. The distant, uninhabited island, which had so slowly and majestically appeared on the horizon, now begins its subtle, gradual recession from the immediate focus of your gaze. You feel the deep, comfortable embrace of the lounge seat beneath you, the soft, textured linen, a familiar comfort. The mid-morning light, still bright and clear, softly illuminates the panoramic viewing area. But a different kind of observation now begins to subtly capture your attention, a quiet shift in the very fabric of the ocean around you. You gently close your eyes for a moment, allowing the lingering image of the distant island to slowly fade from your inner vision. The light within the lounge, still bright but diffused, now feels less direct, a soft, enveloping glow. The air remains clean, carrying a crisp, subtle scent of the open ocean. You allow your body to sink deeper into the plush cushions, the generous padding conforming perfectly to your form with a soft, luxurious sigh, a profound sense of enveloping support. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum beneath you, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull. With your external vision quieted, you become acutely aware of a subtle, almost imperceptible shift in the ship's trajectory. It is not a sudden jolt or a sharp turn, but a slow, deliberate alteration, of course, a gentle pivot that changes the angle of the vessel against the ocean swells. You feel it first as a minute change in the rocking motion, a slightly different rhythm, a subtle pressure against your side as the ship gracefully adjusts its heading. This change is entirely smooth, a testament to the precision engineering and skilled navigation of the crew, a seamless dance with the vastness of the sea. As the yacht alters its course, you slowly open your eyes, and your gaze returns to the expansive ocean beyond the panoramic windows. The most remarkable transformation is immediately apparent in the water's hue. Where before it was a brilliant uniform sapphire blue, it now begins to subtly, almost magically shift. The deep blue at the immediate surface seems to lighten, taking on a more translucent, almost turquoise quality, especially closer to the hull. This subtle change suggests a transition into shallower waters, or perhaps a different current, revealing the hidden depths below in a new light. You watch as the vibrant turquoise near the ship gradually deepens further out, blending into a richer, more emerald green, a lush, oceanic color that speaks of vibrant, underwater life. Beyond that, the green slowly transitions back into the familiar, profound blue of the open sea. But even that blue now holds a slightly different character, a cooler, more serene tone than before. The sunlight, still bright, catches these subtle variations, creating a living, breathing palette of oceanic colors that constantly evolve with each gentle ripple and swell. Each minute change in the water's surface, each new shade that appears, is a quiet, unhurried revelation. The rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a constant, gentle swoosh, now seems to echo these subtle visual shifts, its tone perhaps a fraction softer, more intimate, as the vessel moves through these new waters. The pervasive low hum of the engine, a steady, rhythmic thrum, remains an unwavering constant, a deep, comforting bass note that grounds the experience. You simply rest, allowing your gaze to drift across the endless, subtly transforming expanse of the ocean, absorbing the quiet beauty of its shifting hues. The gentle, continuous sway of the yacht, a rhythmic cradle, accompanies these visual changes, drawing you deeper into a profound sense of tranquil, unhurried observation, a silent journey across a living canvas. The subtle shift in the ocean's hue, a quiet transformation from deep sapphire to shimmering turquoise, now gently recedes from your conscious observation. You feel the deep, comfortable embrace of the lounge seat beneath you, the soft, textured linen, a familiar comfort. The bright, clear mid-morning sun, which had illuminated the changing colors of the water, now invites a different kind of respite, drawing you towards a profound sense of stillness and rest. You gently close your eyes, allowing the lingering images of the shifting oceanic palette to slowly fade from your inner vision. The light within the lounge, still bright but diffused, now feels less direct, a soft enveloping glow behind your eyelids. The air remains clean, carrying a crisp, subtle scent of the open ocean. You allow your body to sink deeper into the plush cushions, the generous padding conforming perfectly to your form, with a soft, luxurious sigh, a profound sense of enveloping support. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum beneath you, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull. With your external vision quieted, and the subtle visual changes of the ocean receding, your attention now turns to the profound comfort of your surroundings and the invitation for a restorative nap. You slowly push yourself upright from the lounge seat, the resilient cushions yielding with a quiet, luxurious sigh, releasing their gentle hold. Your feet find the cool, smooth composite decking of the sun deck, each step soft and unhurried as you move towards a specially prepared area. Here, a plush lounge chair awaits, strategically positioned beneath a taut, cream-colored canvas awning. The awning casts a generous, cool shadow, offering a perfect sanctuary from the direct intensity of the afternoon sun. The lounge chair itself is crafted from a dark woven resin, overlaid with exceptionally thick soft cushions, upholstered in a durable marine-grade fabric in a muted charcoal. The fabric feels cool and smooth against your skin as you settle, the deep cushions embracing your form with an immediate sense of profound comfort. A soft whoosh of air escapes the cushions as they conform to your weight, providing an ideal balance of softness and support. You gently adjust your position, allowing your body to fully relax into the contours of the lounge chair. The cool, smooth fabric against your skin is a soothing presence, a subtle contrast to the ambient warmth of the afternoon air. Your head rests against a soft, plump pillow, its cool, crisp linen pillowcase, a delicate caress against your cheek. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the clean, fresh air, subtly warmed by the sun but cooled by the shade, fill your lungs. The faint, clean scent of salt from the ocean mingles with a subtle, almost imperceptible aroma of the sun-warmed canvas awning above you. With your eyes closed, the world outside becomes a gentle symphony of muted sounds. The rhythmic "oosh" of the waves against the hull is a constant, soft whisper, a lullaby from the vast, unseen ocean. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a steady, rhythmic thrum, vibrates gently beneath you, a deep, comforting bass note that grounds the experience. The soft, distant cry of a seabird, carried on the gentle breeze, is barely audible, a fleeting, tranquil punctuation in the stillness. You simply rest, allowing the profound comfort of the plush lounge chair, the cool shade, and the rhythmic sounds to wash over you, drawing you deeper and deeper into a restorative nap, a tranquil, unhurried descent into profound rest. The restorative nap, a tranquil interlude on the plush lounge chair, now gently begins its slow, unhurried release, leaving a deep sense of calm and renewed energy in its wake. You feel the soft, cool fabric of the cushion against your skin, a familiar comfort that has cradled you through the afternoon's rest. The subtle sounds of the shaded deck, the distant murmur of waves, and the pervasive hum of the ship now seem to gently draw your awareness back to the quiet unfolding of the late afternoon. You slowly push yourself upright, the resilient cushions of the lounge chair yielding with a quiet, luxurious sigh, releasing their gentle hold. Your feet find the cool, smooth composite decking, each step soft and unhurried as you move from the shaded sanctuary. The air here, still subtly cooled by the canvas awning, is now beginning to carry a faint, fresher tang, hinting at the approaching evening. You take a slow, deep breath, feeling the clean, revitalizing air fill your lungs, a quiet refreshment after your repose. You move with an unhurried grace from the deck, passing through a wide, silently gliding door that leads back into the hushed interior of the vessel. The door closes with a soft, engineered whoosh, sealing away the direct sounds of the sea, leaving only the distant, muffled murmur of the waves and the pervasive, gentle hum of the ship. Your bare feet find the familiar deep pile of the corridor carpet, each step absorbed into its silent weave. A soft, muffled presence as you navigate the quiet passageway. The ambient lighting has begun to subtly dim, casting longer, softer shadows reflecting the slow descent of the sun outside. You return to the serene sanctuary of your suite, the expansive space welcoming you back with its familiar comfort. You gravitate towards the panoramic window, its vast sheet of pristine glass now reflecting the softer, warmer light of the late afternoon. The air here is clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma that now feels even more welcoming after the fresh air of the deck. You pause, simply standing in the center of the room, allowing the gentle sway of the ship to wash over you, a continuous, subtle rock that grounds your presence. With a deliberate slowness, you approach the expansive glass doors that lead to your private balcony, the same doors that opened to the crisp sea breeze this morning. Your fingers curl around the cool, brushed chrome of the handle, a smooth, precise mechanism that responds to your touch with effortless ease. With a gentle, deliberate push, the heavy glass panel glides silently along its track, revealing the open air beyond. But this time, you do not step out. Instead, you simply leave the doors ajar, creating a deliberate, subtle opening between your inner sanctuary and the vastness of the ocean. A soft, cool whisper of the sea breeze immediately enters the suite, a delicate, almost imperceptible current of fresh air that gently brushes against your skin. It carries with it the pure, undiluted scent of the open ocean, a clean, saline tang, invigorating, yet profoundly calming. The breeze is not strong enough to disturb, but merely a gentle presence, a soft, ethereal breath that permeates the room. You can feel its subtle movement as it stirs the sheer linen drapes at the panoramic window, causing them to billow and settle with a soft, rhythmic swish, swish, a light, dry rustle that is barely audible. The whisper of the sea breeze becomes a gentle, constant companion, carrying the distant, rhythmic swoosh of the waves against the hull more clearly into the suite. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a steady, rhythmic thrum, now blends seamlessly with these natural sounds, creating a harmonious symphony of quiet. You simply stand, allowing the cool, clean air to wash over you, feeling its delicate touch, listening to its soft whisper. The soft, cool whisper of the sea breeze, which had so delicately stirred the sheer linen drapes and carried the distant murmur of waves into your suite, now begins its slow, gentle recession. You feel the faint, refreshing tang of the open ocean subtly dissipate as you slowly close the expansive glass doors to your private balcony. The heavy panel glides silently along its track, closing with an engineered whoosh, sealing away the direct sounds and scents of the sea, leaving only the pervasive, gentle hum of the ship within the climate-controlled sanctuary. You move with an unhurried grace across the suite, your bare feet finding the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation. Each plank is meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound, ensuring your steps are soft and almost imperceptible. The ambient lighting, which had been brightened by the open doors, now subtly dims as the evening light outside begins its slow descent, casting longer, softer shadows across the pale oak panels. The air here remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma that now blends with the lingering freshness of the afternoon. Your attention turns to the integrated dressing area, a space of understated elegance. With a soft, almost imperceptible touch, your fingers locate the recessed handle of a tall wardrobe panel, crafted from the same dark, veined marble that adorned the refreshment station. The panel glides open with a whisper of precision engineering, revealing a meticulously organized interior. Garments, carefully curated for the evening, hang suspended on custom wooden hangers, each piece perfectly spaced. The soft glow of indirect lighting, concealed within the wardrobe itself, immediately illuminates the subtle textures and rich colors of the fabrics, a gentle invitation to prepare for the evening. Your gaze drifts across the selection of evening wear, each piece a testament to fine craftsmanship and exquisite materials. Your fingers lightly brush against the cool, smooth drape of silk, then the subtle texture of a fine wool blend, and finally the soft, almost liquid feel of a bespoke linen. The indirect lighting within the wardrobe casts a warm, soft glow, highlighting the deep, consistent hues of the fabrics. A midnight blue that seems to absorb the light, a deep forest green that hints at hidden depths, and a classic charcoal gray with a subtle, refined sheen. The absence of harsh shadows allows the true beauty of each textile to reveal itself, emphasizing its inherent quality. You consider the quiet elegance of the evening ahead, the subtle grace required for the ship's intimate dining experience. Your fingers settle on a particular garment, a piece of deep, charcoal gray linen, its weave visibly refined, promising both comfort and sophistication. The fabric feels cool and crisp initially, then softens subtly beneath your touch, a testament to its exceptional quality. You note its subtle, almost imperceptible natural scent, a clean, sun-dried aroma that speaks of fresh air and natural fibers, now subtly warmed by the indirect light. You carefully lift the chosen evening wear from its custom hanger, the fabric rustling with a dry, quiet whisper as it comes free. It drapes effortlessly over your arm, its inherent lightness a soothing promise of comfort for the evening's gentle unfolding. You smooth a faint crease with your thumb, feeling the resilient strength of the individual threads, a small, satisfying micro-action. The soft glow of the indirect lighting bathes the garment in a gentle, even light, preparing it for its moment. The ship continues its gentle, rhythmic sway, a constant, subtle motion, as you hold the chosen attire, ready for the quiet elegance of the evening, the pervasive hum of the engine, a comforting, continuous lull. The soft glow of indirect lighting, which had so gently illuminated your chosen evening wear, now subtly deepens as dusk truly begins to gather outside. You feel the cool, crisp linen of the garment draped over your arm, its delicate texture, a quiet promise of elegance. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull, now inviting a transition from preparation to a moment of tranquil indulgence as the day gently fades. You move with an unhurried grace from the integrated dressing area, closing the marble wardrobe panel with a soft, almost imperceptible click, its dark surface returning to seamless integration with the wall. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each plank meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions your movement as you drift across the serene expanse of the suite. The ambient lighting, now further dimmed, casts longer, softer shadows, creating an intimate atmosphere. The air here remains clean, faintly scented with a subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. You approach the expansive glass doors that lead to your private balcony, the same doors you left ajar earlier, inviting in the gentle sea breeze. As you near, the faint, crisp scent of the open ocean, carried on that delicate current of air, becomes more pronounced, mingled now with a subtle coolness that hints at the approaching night. You step through the open doors onto the private balcony, the solid composite decking beneath your feet subtly textured, a secure, comfortable footing that absorbs all sound. The air here is immediately cooler, carrying a crisper, more concentrated scent of the sea, invigorating yet profoundly calming. The soft, consistent breeze, now cooler than before, brushes against your skin, a gentle caress that carries the distant, rhythmic murmur of the waves more clearly. Dusk is truly gathering. The sky is a profound canvas of deepening blues and soft lavenders, the last vestiges of sunset, a faint blush at the very edge of the horizon. The vast ocean below is transforming into an inky expanse, reflecting the muted light of the heavens. You settle into one of the low-slung, woven resin chairs, cushioned with thick, marine-grade canvas, in a muted charcoal. The robust fabric is firm yet yielding, slowly conforming to your form with a soft, almost imperceptible sigh, a deep sense of support enveloping you. Your hands rest lightly on the cool, smooth, dark resin of the armrests, feeling its solid, engineered quality, a grounding texture in the fading light. Almost immediately, a server appears, moving with an elegant, quiet precision, their presence a soft, almost imperceptible rustle of fabric. They place before you a delicate, stemmed glass, its crystal surface gleaming softly, catching the last ambient light. The glass holds a perfectly chilled aperitif, its liquid a pale, translucent amber, shimmering faintly. A single, thin slice of citrus, its edge vibrant against the pale drink, rests gently on the rim. A faint, subtle aroma of bitter orange and aromatic herbs rises from the glass, clean and invigorating, yet designed to gently awaken the palate. You reach for it, feeling the exquisite coolness of the crystal against your fingertips, a refreshing contrast to the ambient warmth of the fading day. The server then quietly retreats, their footsteps barely audible on the composite decking, leaving you in undisturbed tranquility. You lift the glass slowly, the delicate crystal feeling light and balanced in your hand. A faint, almost imperceptible clink of the glass against the armrest is the only sound. You bring the rim to your lips, feeling the smooth, cool crystal, and take a slow, deliberate sip. The last cool sip of the aperitif leaves a subtle, refreshing bitterness on your tongue as you gently lower the delicate stemmed glass. The exquisite coolness of the crystal against your fingertips, a final, crisp sensation, now slowly fades. The rhythmic of the waves against the hull, which had accompanied your quiet contemplation, now softens, becoming almost imperceptible. A profound stillness begins to settle over the vessel, a quiet indication of a new, tranquil state. You slowly push yourself upright from the plush lounge chair on your private balcony, the resilient canvas of the cushion yielding with a quiet, luxurious sigh, releasing its gentle hold. Your feet find the cool, smooth composite decking, each step soft and unhurried. The air here, still carrying the clean, saline scent of the open ocean, now feels calmer, the gentle breeze having softened to a whisper. Dusk has fully deepened into night. The sky above is a vast, inky canvas, dotted with a scattering of early stars, their distant light a subtle glimmer. You step from the private balcony, leaving the open air behind, and pass through the wide, silently gliding glass doors back into the climate-controlled serenity of your suite. The doors close with an engineered whoosh, sealing away the direct sounds of the sea, leaving only the profound quiet within. Your bare feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each plank meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions your movement as you drift across the serene expanse of the suite. The ambient lighting, now dimmed to its lowest setting, casts long, soft shadows, creating an intimate, hushed atmosphere. The air here remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. As you move through the suite, you notice a distinct change in the ship's subtle movements. The familiar rhythmic sway, which had been a constant companion, has now diminished to an almost imperceptible undulation. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's engines, a deep, rhythmic thrum, felt more than heard, has also softened, becoming a mere whisper of its former self, a distant, almost ethereal vibration. This profound quietness, this gentle stillness, signals that the yacht has reached its destination. You approach the panoramic window, its vast sheet of pristine glass, now reflecting the deep, inky blackness of the night, pierced by the pinprick lights of distant stars. Through its clarity, you can discern the faint, dark silhouette of land, a low, undulating shape that suggests an island is nearby. The water below, previously a vast, open expanse, now appears calmer, its surface a dark, undisturbed mirror, reflecting the faint starlight with an ethereal shimmer. The rhythmic murmur of the ocean, the gentle swoosh of waves against the hull, is now incredibly soft, almost hushed, a delicate whisper in the profound stillness. You settle into the deep, comfortable window seat, upholstered in a soft, natural linen, its texture cool and slightly coarse against your arm. The cushions yield slowly, conforming to your form with a luxurious, silent sigh, providing a profound sense of enveloping support. You lean back, allowing your posture to relax fully, your gaze sweeping across the tranquil scene outside. The yacht is at anchor in a calm, secluded bay, its presence a silent, steady sentinel in the quiet night. The almost imperceptible sway of the yacht, a gentle, barely there rock, is the only remaining movement, a soft, continuous undulation that cradles you with an exquisite tenderness. It is a motion so slight, so subtle, that it feels less like movement and more like a profound, deep breath of the sea itself. The almost imperceptible sway of the yacht at anchor, a gentle, barely there rock, continues its exquisite tenderness. You feel the deep, comfortable embrace of the window seat beneath you, the soft, natural linen, a familiar comfort, as the profound stillness of the calm bay settles around the vessel. The pervasive low hum of the ship's systems, now reduced to the barest whisper, blends seamlessly with the delicate lapping of miniature waves against the hull, a rhythmic nap, lap, lap, lap that is almost hypnotic in its regularity. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the lingering image of the dark, tranquil bay to slowly fade from your inner vision. The light within the suite, dimmed to its lowest setting, casts long, soft shadows, creating an intimate, hushed atmosphere. The air remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. You allow your body to sink deeper into the plush cushions, the generous padding conforming perfectly to your form, with a soft, luxurious sigh, a profound sense of enveloping support. The subtle, continuous rocking, a gentle cradle, becomes even more pronounced with your eyes closed, a seamless extension of the ocean's breath. With your external vision quieted and the direct sounds of the ship softened to a mere whisper, your other senses sharpen, drawing your awareness to the subtle symphony of the natural world outside. The delicate lapping of waves against the hull, a constant, gentle collab, lap, 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 forms the immediate foreground of this soundscape. It is a soft, wet sound, incredibly close, yet profoundly calming in its repetition. This rhythmic water music is now joined by something else, something more distant, more ethereal, carried on the still night air from the nearby shore. A faint, gentle call, almost a soft chirp or a delicate whistle, drifts across the water from the dark, unseen landmass. It is a solitary sound at first, then another, slightly different in tone, answers from a different direction, creating a subtle, quiet conversation. These are the distant, gentle calls of nocturnal creatures, unseen but present, their voices a delicate tapestry woven into the fabric of the night. You listen intently, allowing the sounds to reach you without effort, without demand, simply observing their presence. The calls are not sharp or startling, but soft, muted, softened by the distance and the absorbing nature of the night air. One call might be a rapid, delicate tittering, almost like tiny bells, while another is a slower, more deliberate cooing sound, deep and resonant. Each call is unique, yet they blend into a harmonious, tranquil chorus, a subtle symphony of the wild, undisturbed by human presence. You imagine the creatures, perhaps small, agile birds or delicate insects, moving quietly through the unseen foliage, their lives unfolding in the profound stillness of the Galapagos night. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's systems, now a barely there whisper, blends seamlessly with these natural sounds. The gentle lapping of waves against the hull, the distant, delicate calls from the shore, and the subtle, continuous rocking of the yacht all merge into a single, enveloping lullaby. You take a slow, deep breath, then another, allowing your breathing to naturally synchronize with this tranquil soundscape. Your muscles, already deeply relaxed, melt further into the plush cushions. The subtle, cool air of the suite, faintly scented with cedar, feels exquisitely soft against your skin. You simply rest, allowing the distant, gentle call of nocturnal creatures from the shore, combined with the soft lapping of waves and the almost imperceptible sway of the yacht, to wash over you. Each sound, each sensation, is a gentle invitation to deeper relaxation, a profound, unhurried surrender to the tranquil depths of rest. The distant, gentle calls of nocturnal creatures from the shore, which had so delicately woven into the fabric of the night, now softly recede, leaving a profound sense of natural tranquility. You feel the deep, comfortable embrace of the window seat beneath you, the soft, natural linen, a familiar comfort, as the yacht rests at anchor in the calm, secluded bay. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's systems, now reduced to the barest whisper, blends seamlessly with the delicate lapping of miniature waves against the hull. A rhythmic dop, lap, lap, lap that is almost hypnotic in its regularity. You slowly push yourself upright from the window seat, the resilient cushions yielding with a quiet, luxurious sigh, releasing their gentle hold. Your feet find the cool, polished teak of the floor, a familiar and grounding sensation, each plank meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound. The subtle resilience beneath the rich wood cushions your movement as you drift across the serene expanse of the suite. The ambient lighting, still dimmed to its lowest setting, casts long, soft shadows, creating an intimate, hushed atmosphere. The air here remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. You move with an unhurried grace through the quiet corridor, the deep pile of the carpet absorbing every trace of sound, enhancing the sense of hushed privacy. The rich walnut panels of the walls reflect the dim, indirect lighting, a deep, muted glow that guides your path. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle tactile connection in the stillness. The ship maintains its almost imperceptible sway, a continuous, soothing motion that carries you along, a seamless extension of your own unhurried pace. You arrive at the entrance to one of the ship's private lounges, a space designed for quiet relaxation. The door, crafted from solid mahogany, swings inward with a soft, controlled whoosh, revealing a room bathed in a soft, diffused light from concealed fixtures, designed to illuminate without harshness. The air within is still, cool, and carries a faint, refined scent of polished wood and fine leather, a comforting aroma that welcomes you back to its tranquil enclosure. In the center of the room, a low, elegant coffee table, fashioned from a single slab of richly grained, polished ebony, gleams softly under the indirect lighting. Your gaze drifts across the smooth, lustrous surface of the ebony table, its deep, almost liquid polish reflecting the soft glow. You approach it, feeling the cool, solid presence of the wood beneath your fingertips as you lean slightly. The grain of the ebony is incredibly fine, almost invisible, yet you can feel its subtle texture, a testament to its exceptional quality and meticulous craftsmanship. The surface is impeccably smooth, a cool, inviting expanse that absorbs any lingering warmth from your touch. You trace a slow, unhurried path with your finger across the polished wood, feeling the delicate coolness and the almost imperceptible resistance of the perfectly sealed finish. The slight friction creates a faint, dry, a barely audible whisper that is both tactile and auditory. Your focus narrows to this simple, repetitive action, allowing your mind to quiet, to simply exist in the moment of touch and subtle sound. The indirect lighting catches the deep, dark hue of the ebony, revealing its inherent richness, its silent, elegant beauty. The pervasive low hum of the ship's systems, now a barely there whisper, blends seamlessly with the delicate lapping of miniature waves against the hull. A rhythmic lap, lap, lap that is almost hypnotic in its regularity. This profound stillness, this barely there motion, creates an atmosphere of ultimate peace and security, drawing you deeper and deeper into a state of profound, unhurried calm. The smooth, cool feel of polished ebony wood beneath your fingertips, which had grounded you in the lounge, now gently recedes, leaving a faint, pleasant memory of its lustrous surface. You feel the deep, comfortable embrace of the lounge chair slowly release its hold, the plush cushions yielding with a quiet sigh. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's systems, a deep, rhythmic thrum felt more than heard, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull, now inviting a transition to a space designed for profound relaxation. You rise with an unhurried grace from the lounge chair, your steps hushed by the thick, sound-absorbing carpet of the room, each movement almost imperceptible. The air within the lounge, still carrying a faint, refined scent of polished wood and fine leather, subtly shifts as you move towards the exit. The indirect lighting, a soft, diffused glow, casts long, gentle shadows that sway with the almost imperceptible motion of the vessel. You pass through the wide, mahogany-framed doorway, leaving the quiet contemplation of the lounge behind. You move through the hushed corridor, the deep pile of the carpet absorbing every trace of sound, enhancing the sense of tranquil privacy. The rich walnut panels of the walls reflect the dim, indirect lighting, a deep, muted glow that guides your path. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle tactile connection in the stillness. The ship maintains its almost imperceptible sway, a continuous, soothing motion that carries you along, a seamless extension of your own unhurried pace. As you approach a particular section of the corridor, a delicate, calming aroma begins to subtly unfurl in the air. It is a clean, herbaceous scent, immediately recognizable and profoundly soothing. This is the unmistakable, subtle aroma of lavender, a gentle whisper against the clean, conditioned air of the ship. You pause for a moment, taking a slow, deliberate breath, allowing the calming fragrance to fill your lungs, a quiet invitation to a deeper sense of peace. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's systems, now a barely there whisper, seems to blend seamlessly with this new, comforting scent. You arrive at the entrance to the ship's private spa area, a space dedicated to tranquility and rejuvenation. The door, crafted from a pale, smooth birchwood, swings inward with a soft, controlled whoosh, revealing a room bathed in an even softer, warmer light. The air within is still, slightly humid, and wonderfully saturated with the delicate, calming aroma of lavender. The floor is clad in large, honed slabs of a pale, creamy limestone, cool and smooth beneath your bare feet, a subtle contrast to the warmth of the air. In a discreet corner nestled on a small, polished stone plinth, sits a ceramic diffuser, its surface a matte white, gently emitting a fine, almost invisible mist into the air. The subtle scent of lavender, pure and unadulterated, emanates from it, spreading slowly and evenly throughout the space. You approach it, feeling the subtle warmth radiating from the ceramic, and notice the delicate, almost imperceptible hiss as the essential oil diffuses, a faint rhythmic sound that is both tactile and auditory. You close your eyes for a moment, allowing the soothing aroma to wash over you, filling your senses with its profound calm. The lavender scent is deep and complex, a gentle, sweet floral note, underpinned by a subtle, earthy greenness, and a faint, clean, camphoraceous whisper that clears the mind. It is not overwhelming, but a pervasive, gentle presence that encourages deep, unhurried breathing. You take a slow, deliberate inhale, feeling the cool, moist air, rich with the calming fragrance, fill your lungs. Then a long, complete exhale, releasing any lingering tension. The subtle, calming aroma of lavender, which had so wonderfully diffused throughout the private spa area, now gently begins its slow, ethereal recession. You feel the cool, smooth limestone beneath your bare feet, a grounding sensation as the delicate sough of the diffuser softly fades into silence. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's systems, a deep, rhythmic thrum felt more than heard, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull, now inviting a transition from profound sensory immersion to outward observation. You rise with an unhurried grace from the comfortable seating in the spa area, your steps hushed by the absorbing quality of the limestone floor. The air within, still carrying a faint, refined scent of lavender, subtly shifts as you move towards the exit. The soft, warm light which had bathed the space in a tranquil glow now seems to gently guide you towards the wider, more expansive views of the ship. You pass through the pale birch door, its soft, controlled, a subtle punctuation to your movement, leaving the serene enclosure behind. You move through the hushed corridor, the deep pile of the carpet absorbing every trace of sound, enhancing the sense of tranquil privacy. The rich walnut panels of the walls reflect the dim, indirect lighting, a deep, muted glow that guides your path. Your hand brushes lightly against the cool, smooth surface of a brass inlay, a precise detail that offers a subtle tactile connection in the stillness. The ship maintains its almost imperceptible sway, a continuous, soothing motion that carries you along, a seamless extension of your own unhurried pace. You arrive at a wide, panoramic viewing area, designed for unobstructed observation. The space is bathed in a soft, bright light, a clear, diffused glow from the expansive, floor-to-ceiling windows that curve gently around the forward section of the vessel. The air here is subtly cooler, carrying a crisper, more concentrated scent of the open ocean, a refreshing contrast to the warmth and aroma of the spa. You gravitate towards a deep, generously cushioned lounge seat, upholstered in a fine, textured linen in a pale, calming gray. The fabric feels cool and crisp against your attire as you recline, the deep cushions providing a gentle, enveloping support that melts away any lingering tension. Your gaze extends outward, sweeping across the immense, unwavering expanse of the sky, now a vast, uninterrupted dome above the ocean. The water below is a brilliant, clear blue, stretching endlessly towards a distant horizon. But it is the sky that now captures your full, unhurried attention. High above, large, billowy clouds, impossibly white against the deep blue, begin their slow, deliberate movement across the vast expanse. They are not hurried or chaotic, but rather glide with a majestic, unhurried grace, their forms constantly shifting, stretching and dissolving. You watch as a particularly large cloud, its edges soft and diffused, slowly unfurls, like an enormous, ethereal canvas being gently unrolled across the heavens. Its shadow, a faint, dark smudge, drifts slowly across the brilliant blue of the ocean below, a silent, ephemeral dance between light and shade. Other clouds, smaller and more compact, follow in its wake, their shapes morphing with an almost imperceptible slowness, transforming from rounded, cotton-like puffs to long, delicate wisps, then back again. The sheer scale of their movement, so vast and unhurried, is profoundly calming, a testament to the patient, ceaseless rhythms of nature. The rhythmic murmur of the ocean, a constant, gentle swoosh, now seems to blend with the silent spectacle above, becoming a more profound, enveloping lull. The pervasive, low hum of the ship, a steady, rhythmic thrum, remains an unwavering constant, a deep, comforting bass note that grounds the experience. The immense, slow movement of clouds across the vast sky, which had captivated your gaze, now gently recedes into the soft, comforting darkness of deepest night. You feel the plush cushions of the lounge seat beneath you, their yielding embrace of final comfort before seeking the profound stillness of your bed. The persistent hum of the ship, a deep, rhythmic thrum, continues its steady presence, a constant, quiet vibration that has become a familiar lull, now guiding you towards a deeper state of rest. You rise from the lounge seat, the soft linen releasing its hold with a gentle sigh. Your steps are hushed by the thick carpet of the corridor, each movement almost imperceptible in the dim, indirect glow of the ship's night lighting. The air here remains clean, subtly conditioned, carrying only the faintest trace of cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma. The almost imperceptible sway of the yacht, a continuous, soothing motion, accompanies your unhurried passage, a gentle rhythm in the profound quiet. You reach the serene sanctuary of your suite, the expansive space welcoming you back with its familiar comfort. The ambient lighting is now at its absolute lowest setting, a mere suggestion of light that keeps the room in a profound, velvety darkness. The cool, polished teak of the floor feels smooth and grounding beneath your bare feet, each plank meticulously fitted, absorbing any sound. You approach the bed, its crisp, white linen sheets already turned down by an unseen hand, revealing the inviting expanse of the mattress. You slip beneath the covers, feeling the gentle weight of the duvet settle over you, a soft, enveloping cloud. The mattress yields with a luxurious, silent sigh, molding perfectly to the contours of your body, providing an ideal balance of support and softness. You arrange the plump, yielding pillows beneath your head, feeling the cool, smooth cotton of the pillowcase against your cheek. A deep sense of calm washes over you, a profound relaxation that begins to spread from your toes, up through your legs and into your torso, inviting a quiet surrender. With your body deeply settled, your senses attuned to the profound quiet that now envelops the vessel. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's systems, usually a constant thrum, has softened to an almost imperceptible whisper, a distant, barely there vibration that speaks of dormant power, of machinery at rest. The rhythmic lapping of miniature waves against the hull, a delicate lap, 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 is still present, but now seems more muted, softer, absorbed by the stillness of the night, a gentle water music in the profound darkness. Occasionally, a faint, soft creak asterisk from the ship's structure, a gentle expansion or contraction of metal and wood, drifts through the silence, a quiet sigh of the vessel settling deeper into its rest. Then, an even more distant, almost ethereal clinkus from a far-off galley, perhaps a single utensil being carefully placed, muffled by layers of insulation and distance, barely registering before it fades completely into the profound stillness. These are the soft, muffled sounds of the ship at rest, subtle whispers in the deepest hours of night, a testament to the quiet efficiency of the vessel. You take a slow, deep breath, then another, allowing your breathing to naturally synchronize with the almost imperceptible sway and the profound quiet. Each soft sound, each delicate sensation, is a gentle invitation to deeper relaxation, a profound, unhurried surrender to the tranquil depths of rest. The soft, muffled sounds of the ship at rest grow fainter, more distant, melting into the stillness of your mind, guiding you effortlessly into a deep, peaceful sleep, a serene connection to the silent, cradling ocean. The soft, muffled sounds of the ship at rest, which had so gently woven into the fabric of the deepest night, now begin their slow, final recession, leaving behind a profound and exquisite stillness. You feel the exquisite coolness of the crisp, finely woven linen sheets against your skin, a delicate, almost imperceptible whisper of fabric that surrounds you. Your body is deeply settled, cradled by the luxurious mattress, its yielding embrace a profound comfort that perfectly conforms to every contour, holding you in a state of absolute repose. The darkness within your cabin is complete, a velvety, all-encompassing black that absorbs all visual stimuli. There is no trace of light from outside, no glimmer from the panoramic window, as the heavy, light-blocking drapes perform their function with engineered perfection. You are enveloped in a profound, unbreaking darkness, a quiet visual field that encourages the mind to release its hold on external distractions. The air in the suite remains clean, faintly scented with the subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma that now feels even more ethereal in the deep quiet. With the absence of external light, and the fading of even the most distant ship sounds, your other senses sharpen, drawing your awareness inward. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's sophisticated systems, usually a constant thrum, has diminished to an almost imperceptible whisper, a mere suggestion of vibration that barely registers. The rhythmic lapping of miniature waves against the hull, which had been a gentle lullaby, has softened further, becoming an incredibly faint, distant memory of sound, a delicate kuapolan mix that is almost imagined rather than truly heard, quickly dissolving into the vast stillness. In this profound silence, broken only by the softest internal rhythms, a new sound emerges into your awareness, your own calm breathing. You listen to the gentle, unhurried rhythm of each inhale, a soft, almost soundless drawing in of the clean, cool air. Then, the equally soft, complete release of each exhale, a delicate true that is barely audible, yet profoundly present. This is the sound of your own life, unfolding in perfect, quiet regularity, a natural, calming cadence that fills the profound stillness of the cabin. You feel the subtle expansion of your chest with each inhale, the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen against the soft, light duvet. The cool, smooth linen of the pillowcase cradles your head, its delicate texture a constant, gentle presence against your cheek. Your fingers, relaxed and still, lightly brush against the supple fabric of the duvet. Its impossibly lightweight, a comforting, insulating layer over your body. Each sensation is delicate, unforced, a micro detail in the profound quiet. The almost imperceptible sway of the yacht, a continuous, subtle rock, accompanies each breath, each internal rhythm, a natural, calming cradle that underscores your deep repose. It is a motion so slight, so deeply integrated with your own sense of balance, that it feels less like external movement and more like an extension of your body's own gentle swaying, a harmonious dance with the tranquil ocean. The profound silence of your cabin, broken only by your own calm breathing, becomes an enveloping sanctuary, a quiet invitation to dissolve further into the deepest, most restorative rest. The profound silence of your cabin, broken only by your own calm breathing, now deepens further, drawing you into an even more exquisite stillness. You feel the subtle expansion of your chest with each soft inhale, the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen against the impossibly light duvet, a constant, internal rhythm that has become the sole anchor in this profound quiet. The crisp, cool linen sheets, a delicate whisper against your skin, remain a constant, comforting presence, their fine weave, a subtle caress in the deep darkness. You are deeply settled, cradled by the luxurious mattress, its yielding embrace a profound comfort that perfectly conforms to every contour of your body. It provides an ideal balance of support and softness, holding you in a state of absolute repose, a weightless suspension. The pervasive, low hum of the ship's sophisticated systems, which had been a distant whisper, now fades entirely, dissolving into the vast, velvety darkness. Even the faint, rhythmic lapping of miniature waves against the hull, a delicate lap lap lap, softens further, becoming so incredibly distant that it merges with the silence of your own inner world, a memory of sound rather than a present reality. Your fingers, relaxed and still, lightly brush against the supple fabric of the duvet, its impossibly lightweight, a comforting, insulating layer over your body. The cool, smooth cotton of the pillowcase cradles your head, its delicate texture a constant, gentle presence against your cheek. Each sensation is delicate, unforced, a micro-detail in the profound quiet, drawing your awareness deeper and deeper into the physical experience of rest. The air in the suite remains clean, faintly scented with a subtle cedar, a comforting and familiar aroma that now feels even more ethereal in the deep stillness, almost a part of your own breath. Your thoughts, once gentle eddies in the mind, now slow, becoming still, like the calm surface of the water in a sheltered bay. They gently dissipate, one by one, releasing their hold, leaving behind a clear, unburdened expanse. A profound sense of weightlessness begins to settle over you, a feeling of being effortlessly suspended, held in a perfect, tranquil balance. Your limbs feel heavy yet light, deeply relaxed, as if melting into the luxurious embrace of the mattress. The gentle, continuous sway of the yacht, an almost imperceptible rock, becomes an extension of your own body's natural swaying, a harmonious dance with the tranquil, unseen ocean. This subtle, rhythmic motion, combined with the complete absence of external sound, creates an enveloping cocoon of peace. You feel completely held, entirely safe, suspended within this beautifully engineered sanctuary. Each soft inhale is long and unhurried, each exhale soft and complete, a slow, steady rhythm that guides you deeper into the tranquil depths. The profound silence of your cabin, now complete, becomes a vast, open space within your mind, an invitation to dissolve completely into the quietude. You simply exist, without effort, without thought, without care. The gentle ocean cradles you, a vast, unseen hand rocking you with infinite tenderness. The subtle, rhythmic sway of the yacht becomes the rhythm of your own being, a continuous, unwavering lullaby. You feel the soft fabric against your skin, the yielding support beneath you, the cool air against your face. All sensations merge, blending into a single profound feeling of absolute peace. You are simply there, held, drifting, effortlessly releasing all conscious thought. You simply rest, cradled by the gentle ocean, drifting into a profound, effortless sleep, a complete and utter surrender to the deep, silent embrace of the night.